Hang on a sec. Does he know that knights go there? Oh my goodness! Holy smokes! Queen f4, he's pinning the rook! What an unbelievable move! And it's absolutely frozen showdown! Queen f4 and he's won the rook! But he's lost his queen! Now it's good to take the queen. Holy smokes, that was nice by both sides! Here we go. First match. Showdown here. And, ooh, 676. I think the lad really got excited that he was going to get a chance to play. And he wanted to get a quick warm-up game in. And he already lost some rating. Showdown is coming out with the London system. And we got a 600 here, which is definitely one of the lowest rated participants in an EUNA ever. That's right. We are opening new doors here. Affirmative action from the chessbrahs has meant that Lithuania gets their one of their first representatives, as well as the 600 category. Definitely some big stuff here. And well, is it just going to be castle? I think both sides are playing pretty well so far. I've seen a lot of players, maybe around the 2000 level, even higher, who constantly play bishop g3 when faced with that bishop. And I always remind them, dude, leave your bishop on f4 and take with the pawn. Right? And then you control e5. And it seems that Showdown here has understood that, you know, his years precede him. He's definitely very, very aware, I'm willing to say. Very aware. Warshep, thanks for the 2 years. Big Shep. So he's taking the center. This is a great move, by the way. Well, I should say his last move was great. Don't attribute that comment to that move, please. Please disassociate the two. Don't give up your bishop like this guy. Just knight takes e5. Whenever you have bishops and knights all attacking a certain square, always start with a knight first, as a rule. Now, you might mess up like 1 out of 10 times doing that, but the rest of the time, taking with the knight's going to be correct. So don't be this guy. Well, don't be this guy either. And hey, if you weren't either of these guys, then you wouldn't be under 800. There you go. Bishop d6, bishop f4. Which one is he going to do? Which one is he going to do? The time is ticking here. We need to see some moves. We need to see something here. Oh man, bishop g4, bishop d6. Okay, okay. What's white gonna do? All moves are pretty acceptable here. Maybe he'll go e4 and blunder the bishop. This might be a dangerous recapture. Oof. Oh yeah, I figured that one was coming because taking this way makes a lot of sense for the pawns. But he blundered a bishop here, and that means EU is up to the early bishop advantage. Man, he's really taking his time here. He's really taking his time. Okay, g3 is very reasonable. Making sure the king has an escape square. Now, I know that this bishop can come here, but I think in general it's a good thing that g3 was played. Because I can see black getting back rank checkmated. In fact, I can see black playing h6 and still getting back rank checkmated in this game. So let's just bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. These guys are playing pretty much at the exact same pace. Showdown and Vytautas is so there's the h6, boys. So remember, right now in his 600 brain, he's like, if I get checked on the back rank, I got an escape square. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. So just remember, back rank mate is coming, and Buddy over here is not prepared for it. He's not prepared. Okay, I'm glad that he set that up with the queen and bishop and really got the battery going to take that pawn there. Because, you know, you send your bishop in on a lone mission and you might never get your bishop back. But with the queen supporting, it's like a bungee cord. You know, the bishop's going to go in here and bounce right back next turn. But you don't want to send your bishop in alone, that's for sure. So I do respect that. I do respect that. $34 seconds against 50. Bishop f5, a fantastic move. Fantastic. Wow, he cuts the bishop's defense of the h7 square. Rook e5 is also a great move as well. Anytime you attack a piece as a... Oops, that's me clicking. Anytime you attack a piece as a... honestly, it wouldn't be a bad guess, the move. In like the under 800 category, as soon as you just make a threat, you're guaranteed to take at least 10 seconds off your opponent's clock. That's the thing. Oh, hang on a sec. Does he know that knights go there? Oh my goodness! Holy smokes! Queen f4, he's pinning the rook! What an unbelievable move! And it's absolutely frozen showdown! Queen f4, and he's won the rook! But he's lost his queen! Now it's good to take the queen. Holy smokes, that was nice by both sides! Knight f5, and with 6 seconds left, probably rook e8 here. Oh, king h7, preparing for queen e8. 3 seconds left, and I don't think he's got it in him. No, g6 is a phenomenal move, and with 1 second left, showdown, there's no way. There's just no way the lad can do it. There's no way. And he goes down. And the 600 remains. So right now we got Europe drawing first blood. We'll see if that affects the morale of the NA roster. Because I've definitely seen some of those tilted locker rooms. You know, like Buddy Chaudon comes back in the locker room and, you know, he opens his locker and a bunch of Skittles fall out. It's like, oh, fuck, no, guys. Yeah, bro, it's what you get for losing a fucking 600, bro. Yeah. So I'm sure the locker room is just in shambles on the NA side. Poor lad. All right, Tim in Philly is up. Here it is. Here it is. We're looking from the EU perspective. It's an 800. We had to move up. We're now soliciting help from the 800 category. Okay, pretty reasonable game so far by both lads. Knight e5. Sure, he can take that, he can castle. It's impossible to blunder here, basically, it's white. Like, you'd have to do something insane, like put your knight there. So I think he's more or less got a decent move to make here. Yeah. There's no way that he makes a move that's not an arrow. Nice! H3. Solid. Solid from the kid. H3. Okay, B5. Wow. Tim has no respect for this supposed center. Wow, that's a very serious move, undermining everything. Tim has got that speed. Oh, he's got that pre-move recapture. He's checking a pawn. He says, look, you take that pawn, I'm going to take my 20-second advantage. So Tim is showing the valuation of one pawn greater than or equal to 20 seconds on the clock. Very interesting stuff here. Queen b6. I hope that Tim knows he's threatening 0 things. I hope that he knows that. So if knight takes here and queen takes, I hope he doesn't think that bishop's hanging or something. There is a knight here, big buck. Knight d4. That looks like a strong move. That looks like a strong one from the lad here. I'm liking the speed from Tim and Philly though. You gotta say. Knight a4, some creativity. I'm not sure what's going on here. Just make sure you don't do that. Sure. Queen b7. Queen b7. Nice. Nice from Tim. That's a good move. And he's recapturing. He's hitting the knight, making a threat. This pawn's also hanging. Knight c3 is the way to deal with both of them. But is he capable of moving the knight there and then moving it right back? Sometimes when you make a move, you don't want to admit that it was a bad move. So you don't want to move it back. And your opponent goes, ha ha. So you want to play like b3 and leave it there. Make it look like, you know, your move was really good. Right. So he understands that. He's like, bro, my knight on a4 is pretty good. Knight there, and now move back. Now go back. Great job from the guy here. So he really hid his mistake. Nobody knows that knight a4 was a bad move because he justified it. b3, and then he went back. And fuck it, moment's over. Now I'm free to go back. Here I come. Bishop b2 maybe. I can definitely see Tim and Philly going knight e2. I can see Tim and Philly going knight e2. That's what I can see from Big Timothy. No. Maybe Tim, we can repeat. Maybe we can go for the repetition. Okay, e6 is solid. Guys, Tim is playing very well. He's up a minute right now, and he's up a piece. A minute and a piece. I have to say, the NA roster is looking solid in this second game. Okay, takes, and is he just going to try to get the pieces off the board? That would be very reasonable. Something that a lot of you people in chat should look to emulate. Yeah, it's something that I think everyone should look to emulate. Buddy hangs a fucking knight. He's got a rook hanging. Buddy's losing a queen with a fork. I mean, just make sure everyone in chat, make sure you emulate this. Yep, he's saving the rook here. Don't need that. I don't need no woman. Make sure everyone emulates this. This is good stuff. Move the queen. Brosif. Whew. Now, is Tim just going to take that? Or is he going to mouse slip and go queen c4? I mean, anything could happen at this point. He does take it. He does take it. Oh, and now knight d3. Nice touch there. Why play knight d3 when it wins an entire queen and fucking maybe a rook after? Instead, play knight d3 when it does fuck all. Yes. Yes. Occupy that square. Great stuff from Tim and Phil. And you'll notice, because of Tim's move order, he won both minor pieces in 2 moves after. That's how strong it was. He played knight d3, and Buddy over here just sacked the house. It was gone in like a matter of moves. So you guys might be looking at me like, oh, I'm on judging his moves, giving good advice. But I don't think so. Tim and Philly probably got a quicker resignation the way he played. So I don't think we can really talk to a guy like Tim. I think Tim's in a different tax bracket. Here we go. Here we go. UNA, we're on the second lad for each team. This is a Battle Royale knockout format. If you win, you stay on, but if you lose, you are out. You are out. We are still in the 3-digit category, but I mean, I could have just let you guys see the first 5 moves, and you could have known that for yourselves. But nevertheless, we have a commentator for a reason, so I feel like I do need to point out these things. C6, castles, rook e1. Ooh, rook e1 with the bishop hanging. I like what I'm seeing from Tim. It's a nice little intermezzo. Nice little intermezzo. Got a $5 donation there. Thanks to CJ Rebick. Banter Bullet, thanks for the 48 months as well. That's 4 years from Banter Bullet coming in during that last game. Frozen Edge with 51 months. Let's go EU. Big support from the European side. Guys, and Npawn Smile, thanks for the 3 months. Some huge resubs there. Thank you, thank you. Bishop h5, 95. Wow, that's an unbelievable move. So first, he prefaces it with h3. He says, look, I hate this pin. After bishop h5, he says, okay, now not pin. Knight e5. I mean, we all know that pins only work with the two square difference. Once it's up to 3 squares, it's not a pin anymore. So it's Tim understood that. Tim understood that. Knight back to f3. So basically what Tim achieved here was something interesting. He had this position. He's like, man, I really don't like that bishop on h5. It's pinning my knight. So he says, let's go knight e5, get rid of that bishop, and bring my knight back to f3. Now, you can tell me Tim blundered, but in my opinion, you look at that knight on f3, he's happier than he was before. Tell me, is the knight pinned? No, it's not fucking not. Tim's a genius. Tim unpinned his knight while some of the chat over here would stay pinned. Simple as that. That knight is happier and more prosperous as a result of Tim's moves. Bishop b4. Now, Tim is still up on time here. Now, we all know that Tim has the valuation of approximately, and we've seen this, approximately 20 seconds for a pawn. And Tim is up about 10 seconds, and he's down a queen. So I'm not sure how the math converts on that one, but I think Tim's, maybe it's around even. I'm not sure, but it seems like Tim may have to make up some ground here. It's possible. It's possible. Okay, rook e8. Got to be rook takes, right? Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, yeah. Anything except the best move. You know me. Knight e8. All right. Well, let's hope he doesn't forget that bishop is defending. Probably he's going to see it because that's a 2-square differential. So probably that's still within his grasp. But if bishop a3, we might be able to get away with knight e7. The bishop goes too far out of range, and it's no longer defending the e7 square. Oh, bishop takes d2. So we got two fantastic bishops here. But that's about it. Oh, I was waiting for this move, but I like this move even better. The knight is being hit, and we could definitely see some tricks on e8. Ooh, this could still be tricky. Maybe bishop b1. Okay. Pawn takes, maybe he's hoping for. Oh, he wants this so bad. He wants it. But he's got to keep his bishop here. Oh, he wants it so badly. He's playing 3-check. He got it. Rook a8 check. Tim checked the enemy king.
Now what?
Nice one. And he retreats back to his 3rd rank here. And the black king is in grave danger. Oh, now it's black's turn. But be careful. Be careful. Tim's coming in with another check. Oh, Tim's coming in again. Get him, Tim. One more. And then the rook's going to come back. And then we can retreat to a2. Oh, holy smokes. A double attack. Oh my goodness, black with a double attack. White renews the double attack. Oh, that was unbelievable. Guys, there's a nice little tactic there. Black with a double attack on both flanks. Hit the knight, hit the rook. God damn, that was impressive. There's not many people in this position that could actually realistically pull off a double attack. Think about that. How do you pull off a double attack in this position? I guarantee most people are not capable of that. But black here really did impress with the move g6. And that's a W for Europe. All right, and here we go. Here we go. Remember, if your game's coming up, make sure you're in chess.com/live. Let's take a look at the EU perspective. He's been winning. He's been winning. Tim in Philly. I think the lads appreciate you. Oh! He expected knight takes e4, and instead of playing the winning move queen e2, he was prepared to meet that with d3. But instead, black plays the theoretical d6, and he gave his piece up. So that just shows Theo's opinion about Europeans. He expected the European to play a trash losing move. So he didn't expect a good move from Europe. That was Theo's opinion to start off the game. He expected pure trash, and I can't blame him for that. He expected the worst, and he got burned for it. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Usually, expecting a mistake from a European in the first 5 moves is justified, but unfortunately, it backfired here for Theo. So this is not a good look for Theo right now, but he's got lots of game ahead. He's got lots of game ahead to bring that back. He's rocking a 2-bar connection as well. Definitely. Definitely. Knight d5. Ooh, this could be painful very quickly. This could be rough, guys. I got a bad feeling about this mating square. Oof. Okay, that might save you. Queen takes g2, not quite working. However, if you just look at the position, I mean, white's not doing well here. Backwards pawn, down a piece. Thanks for the bits, Don the second. 520 Bryce. Brew Wayne's in for the 300, and CJ Rebick. Thanks for the 5 again. A full piece here for the Europeans. No, this is too much. This has got to be too much, right, guys? Shot on. Thanks for the 400 bits. Nice try, buddy. Okay, some light square pressure here. B5. I like that move. Very active. B3. Takes. B takes. It's very strange. So after B5, you can already do that. So why play B3 if you're not going to take back? I don't know how that one worked. Okay, B3 and not taking with a B pawn. It's fine by me. Fine by me. Queen takes B3, rook B1. Oh, rook A2. He wants rook D2. So queen B3, rook D2, and queen takes C4, queen takes C4. I feel like he's trying to sucker him in, you know, bring the queen down there and then hope for some stuff like that. Because now this is defended and the bishop is hanging here. Is he gonna fall for some stuff here? That's the question. Who's gonna win? EU 58%. Wow, a testament to the amount of Europeans in the chat, I'd say.
Right.
Queen H3. Damn. Rook takes and mate. I have a feeling I can see that coming. Queen takes C4. Okay, another great move. Another great move. Uh-huh. Oh, don't do it to yourself, buddy. That's the right move. That's the right move. Takes, takes. And we got to get an escape square for white. Hopefully you can find this. Ugh! Big move. Now, don't fall into this trap. If he tries to mate you, don't go take the guy's bishop. G3, fantastic move. Fantastic move. Yep, tickle the pickle. Now, is white going to put the rook on A4? That would be a little annoying for buddy over here. Kind of stops the pawn. Now you can try to bring your king out. Don't move your rook, though. It's very tempting to keep moving your rook, but I like what Theo's doing. Honestly, Theo's playing pretty well. You have to say. He's doing the best he can here. Maybe G4? Or king back is okay, too. What I'd like to do is play G4. E4 check is going to be too hard to resist for buddy. Yeah, and then the king's going to move, and then the bishop might be hanging. But, ooh, he's got the light squares here. He's got the light squares, guys. Very reasonable. Black's going after that pawn. I like the way Theo's playing. King back. Go take that pawn. Let's go. King back. Very important move. King back. Ooh. Oh, that might be too much. That pawn's running now. King back. Needed to be played immediately. Ah. I don't think he's got it anymore. I don't think he's got it anymore. In this position, at least move your pawn so that there's stalemate tricks. If you don't move your pawn, you got nothing. Because no matter what happens, I mean, move your pawn. You got to at least make some stalemates. Possible. Okay, and we see the inner workings of a 900 here. Oh, H4 played. G5. Okay, good. He's given up the pawns at least. That's something. That's something. That's correct. That's correct. Yes. Yes. Oh, he can. Oh, he's unfortunately it's check. But he's doing the right thing. He's being tricky. Yes. Get in there, buddy. Get in there. The more queens that a 900 puts on the board, the closer it gets to stalemate. So it's actually contrary to all modern engines. You think that you're actually increasing your advantage, but you're not. Make a move, buddy. Anything. I need you to make a move, Theo. You got to let him blunder. This contradicts everything we know about engines. 2, 1, you need to make a move. Something, Theo. Oh my goodness. Black was definitely about to stalemate there. Definitely about to stalemate. Unfortunate. Here we go. D. Nelson, 1275. He's taken on a 950 from Europe. He's frisky, but Decapitation has he received the test that he needs so far? Oh, knight f6, hitting that pawn. Is he gonna go d4 and mess things up, or maybe d3? Okay, he goes d4. Takes. And if he goes for that pawn, there might be d5. I'm not sure. If black gets to play d5, he's doing well. But that is a central pawn chucked into the wind by the European. d5. Okay, he goes for it. He definitely goes for it here. Bishop d3, knight c3. D. Nelson has picked up a pawn. Bishop f4. Interesting move. Maybe it's good. d6 looks solid. And I'd like to see black go knight f6, knight g6, and bishop e7. That type of thing. You know, because we can gain some time here, getting the bishop out, hitting that bishop, knight back. Guys, our Europeans are not doing puzzle rush. Our Europeans are not doing puzzle rush. I didn't want to say the tactic in case Buddy here was listening in. But come on. Oh, you got it. You gotta get that one. That is the most common way to win a piece in the first 10 moves of the game. So queen b5. And queen takes d5. So we got a greedy Guillermo here. D. Nelson. D. Nelson is very greedy. And is he going to be punished? Knight takes, rook takes, knight e6 is still very good for black. Knight f6 could be getting in trouble, but he does have d5. This is not ideal, though. Knight there, d5, knight takes d5 is certainly possible. There's a lot of moves. I think he's climbing back into the game. But g3 is not how you continue the onslaught. I'm willing to say that. Like, you need some sense of urgency about the position. Something tells me g3 just wasn't it, Chief. King there. And D. Nelson, he might get away with his greed here. He's up a lot of time. He's up 2 pawns. And I'm liking his position, although I'm not liking that move. g6 I'm not liking at all. I think he's okay. Knight there. Rook e8 looks good. d5. Yep. Ooh. I like what I'm seeing there. Some aggression. Either of these moves looks good. I would probably go with that one, because it really blends the bishop rather than this, which the bishop's still open on that square. Okay, or we could do neither of them. That's fine as well. No, I wasn't. It's not like I needed those moves to be played. It's not like they were good or anything. Rook e7. Bishop back. So he has an idea of rook there. Fortunately for D. Nelson, it's not checkmate. Otherwise, I could definitely see him blundering this and, you know, being lucky that knight b8 is there. Yep, so there's rook here. Yeah, unfortunately, knight b8 is pretty strong. And bishop there drops the knight. So bishop there, bishop takes, rook e7. Is the lad capable of that? Is what I'm... No, he's not. That would be a funny way for the game to end, in my opinion. It's a forced mate as far as I can see. And I think it's a big moment. Bishop there, you think you're winning a piece, rook e7, cutting off the king, and threatening rook takes b8. That would have just been absolutely filthy. The way we have it here, I think that D. Nelson is still going to get this win. But you have to say, Decapitation, the guy has picked up his speed hugely. The last, like, 5-10 moves of play have been played much, much quicker by white here. Knight takes c3 is a threat. Now what we have here is it's like those guys in the pornos where the, you know, like the daughter's at home and And like the pool boy comes inside, and then the mom walks in. Hey, honey, I'm home. And then the guy quickly puts a lampshade over his head and stands there. You got a rook on a8 pretending to be a black rook. I don't think black even noticed. It was just sitting there. It's in the same spot. It's in the same spot, but it looks a little fun, something a little off here. Like, no, that's my rook. It should be fine. Should be fine. Didn't notice at all. Didn't notice at all. And D. Nelson, is the position even again? Holy smokes, this is a close game. 34 seconds. Decapitation is playing fast all of a sudden. Where's the speed coming from? Where's White getting the speed from? H4? These are cultured moves. What's going on here? I can definitely imagine this. Oh, that's a great move. Where's the speed coming from? Is he gonna go here? Okay. But D. Nelson is so slow all of a sudden. Or I should say the opposite. I should say White's playing really fast all of a sudden. He's taking everything from the lad. Everyone's taking each other's pawns, but it's 7 seconds that makes the difference. Oh, finally some pre-moves from D. Nelson, but I can't imagine we're too pleased about that one there, chief guy. He's going all the way, but there's rook b5. I mean, black's moves have been pretty good there, but at this point, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Got to move the king. He's going to take that pawn. Wow. And he comes away with the win again. He comes away with the win again. D. Nelson goes down. And at this point, we got like, I mean, Bill Belichick's on the phone. They're like, dude, this Decapitation guy, he's got the full skill set. We're thinking about him as a third rounder. Here we go. Canadian. They're sending in a Canadian to see if we can handle this guy. They're sending in a Canadian. The epic brick. Oh, and he's improved. D6, he actually moved the knight back. I think he learned from Theo. Clearly, there's been some training camps. Clearly, there's been some training camps in the in a locker room. Bishop g5. This is a solid game by White so far. He's got some pre-moves in. He's got some speed. Oh, that's an energetic Canadian if I've ever seen. Definitely some energy behind these moves. Bishop h4, maybe get that knight in there. Definitely some energy behind these moves, for sure. Okay. Oof. Might get a lad tempted by some moves like that. Okay, bishop probably going back. Knight gets to d5 at least. Now don't forget, your bishop's attacked here, bro. Don't forget your bishop, bro. Bishop there, both good moves. Bishop e3 is even okay, but okay, that's probably the worst one. Bishop takes d5. He's given away his light square bishop. His beautiful bishop. All to attack the queen. Wow. He's throwing his lads under the bus to get a chance with the beautiful lady over here. And it worked. Oh my god, the dude scored. Oh man, you might say bros before hoes, but when your guy is getting some action during quarantine, you can't be too upset. You can't be too upset. You got to be happy for your boy. You know what I mean? You gotta be proud of your lad. Is he gonna try? Oh, he's mates himself in one. What the rookie five? What the hell is that? Oh no, he's gonna get mated. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh my. There's mate in one. What's he doing? He's farming pawns. Oh my god. If black puts a rook there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that? Holy smokes. White deserved to lose that game. Guys, I don't think I've seen a stronger move than rook e5. He played queen takes f3, setting up mate in 1. If king f8. Otherwise, it's mate in 2. He's already attacking this pawn. And after king f8, white goes rook e5, securing the d pawn. And I swear to god, if black played rook c8 here, the lad would take. Like, I know he would take. I just know it. This would have happened. Oh, man. It really could have gone either way there, guys. It really could have gone either way. But alas, Decapitation was taken out. Finally, the European 900 is gone. And the epic brick does take him out. So a big win there for NA. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at that energetic Canadian's perspective. Guys, I told you, it takes energy to beat some of these guys. If someone's giving you a hard time, you need your most energetic player in there. You don't need your best player. You need the highest energy. You need some speed. That's what takes these guys out. The epic brick. Very impressive. Okay, bishop a6 would be real nasty, preventing castling. As it stands, white's going to get castled. I mean, black's position is still good, but bishop e3. Okay, so he's giving up this pawn here. Is black going to be interested in taking that? Yes, he is. Knight there, queen takes. He's just going to be taking pawns here. He might be farming for a while. Gad says, if the epic brick wins this game, I'll start playing the French. Don't you think you're setting the bar a little bit low? Like, you just switch on the stream and you see a 1300 playing the French, and all of a sudden you're going to start playing the French if he wins? I think you may already have feelings for the French based on that comment. I mean, it's not every day. I mean, you make that promise, buddy, you might be learning every opening pretty soon. Oh, if Tommy fucking Shelby wins in the Ruy Lopes, I'm playing the Ruy Lopes now. Maybe that's how he turns into. Maybe that's where Magnus became one of the best, most versatile players ever. He was watching a sub battle long ago, and he said, "You know what? I'll play the Rossalimo if Warshep wins this game." Out of nowhere, Warshep wins the game. New World Championship prep. I'm just saying, that could be the key. We may have just unlocked where these top players get their inspiration from. It could very well be that. C5, bishop e7, castles. I mean, you got to get castled if you're the epic brick here. A5, okay, reasonable. Bishop b4 would certainly be nice, just because it's with tempo, helps you get castled. White should not trade queens here, but I have a feeling he'll fall for that. Queen c2, again, goes back to the same square he was just on. Nobody likes to do that, but John, honestly, does what I think is very difficult to do. You move, your opponent replies, and you have to move back. It's very tough. It's very tough to do that. Castle knight g5. Are we going to see castle knight g5? Could still be tricky here, guys. John Karasakis with that move and maybe trying to swing the rook over. I do see a way for this to be, and that's a great move. H6 would be a common blunder here, but G6 played. Very solid, very solid. He's got his chances, though. At least he can try to swing that rook over. Oh, I knew he was going to try that. Oh, and that's a free queen. I knew he was going to try that. Man, that's rough. John Karasakis, we knew what you were doing, buddy. The energy was placed in the right area. Queen h4. But ripperoni. Here we go. The epic brick. We got your favorite pizza coming live from Germany. Okay. Oh, some principled theory coming out from the pizza. Bishop h4. Maybe queen d2 or queen f3 and castle. He might take on f6 here, but you got to do something. Okay, he does take on f6. I don't like that move, but he can make it work. Queen d2, castle. Maybe even some e5 later on. I have to say, this is a very unconvincing opening. So far, he's thought for 45 seconds, and all he did was lose his dark square bishop. Buddy, we need to see something from you. We need to see something from you. Queen d2. Yeah, he actually does play, in my opinion, one of the best moves in the position. Queen d8. Holy smokes. Black has not developed a single piece, and we're on move 9. Pretty impressive, honestly. Okay, is this bishop going to develop? Maybe he's going to chuck some pawns, right? Gotta chuck some pawns here. Okay, h3, preparing g4. Yes. h3 is an important move. g4 was a loose pawn, and we got an epic brick here, being very, very safe with the position. Great move. Knight's coming to c6. He's being very, very safe. What's he thinking about, dude? You got to get the attack going. You're down a minute. The epic brick is down a full minute here. Okay, g4 played. Well, I mean, you have to. You prepared it with h3, right, bud? Bishop g2? Or is the idea to just go g5 and... Oh, yep, he wants g5. Okay, can respect that. That pawn's hanging, but does he go for it? Or is he going to take a moment to defend? Rook e1 also possible, yeah. Okay, so he's defended everything. Now, g5 is coming. He's got to... I mean, he's set everything up for this move. It's all come down to this. The epic brick. He's made all his moves around one idea, which is... Yes, f5. Yes. f5. Yes. Yes, that's the move we wanted. Losing control of all the dark squares. No open lines for the rook. Taking away the square from the knight. Not opening the position up at all. Yes. Perfect. The epic brick. And now he realizes he has no attack at all. Well, that's a helpful move. Your favorite pizza, I mean, that I would have maybe considered taking the knight, although I understand this, positionally speaking. Knight a4, takes, and the pizza is just going to flag here. Just, like, he's just going to flag. This move is irrelevant. You have 21 seconds, dude. 21 seconds. It's too much, you know? Queen b6, rook b8. I mean, what's he going to do? He's got 18 seconds, guys. There's no way. It's too much to ask. It's too much to ask. Yeah, and I prefer black's position anyway. Bishop f6 looks like a really dangerous move. Ooh. I hope he doesn't think a3 is hanging. Oh, never mind. That's a rook, guys. It's just too hard. I mean, the guy has 10 seconds. I think the epic brick is going down here. But the epic brick is like a saboteur. He took out Decapitation. That guy looked like he was going to run the table with the NA roster. So I think he honestly did his job. And he tries to lose another rook, but the guy doesn't even permit it. He says, GG, checkmate, your favorite pizza for Europe takes out the Brickster. You didn't even notice the time. Dude, we know. I think it'd be worse if you came in chat saying, yeah, I knew I was flagging. Here we go. Your favorite pizza against 6 blunder average. EU with the white pieces. That's a great point, Clumsy Rook. Those are some big those are some big stats there. Knight b5 from the pizza. And he just went right back. Okay, I like Black's position here, but with a 6 blunder average, I feel like your favorite pizza is still the favorite. I think he's still the favorite. Nice one, Twitch Realbird. How to attack on the kind side. All right, what else happens? Beach Bra LA. You've put on the chessbrah hoodie. NA will now go on a rampage. Let's see if there's any correlation. Let's see if there's any correlation. B5. Knight e5. Okay, I like it. I like it. I would take either position right here. I probably prefer Blacks, but there might be some sacrifices. Like Knight d5 looks juicy. Definitely looks like an idea. Bishop back. Maybe Knight there, Bishop there. He's still got ideas with this move. I think it still works. But no, he's going very passive. So I think 6 blunder average is doing extremely well. He's doing very well now. Okay. Yep, and I like Black's position here. He's also up a little bit on time. And that knight's being hit is very annoying, actually. You gotta play a very, very strange knight move. Not when you want to do, that's for sure. Queen e1 you might try. Okay, so if Black wants, he can take that rook. I don't even think I would necessarily be too keen on that. I know it's material, but I think you lose a lot of dark squares by doing that. I'm not sure it's the best. I'm not sure it's the best. Thanks, Suspect Agent, for the 11 months. Knight's coming to c4. I like that a lot better. I do. Knight there, maybe bishop c3. D4 is probably not a good move here. So takes, and that's reasonable by your favorite pizza. He's a little bit down on time here. Thanks, Marabous, for the prime. He's down on time here. That's the issue. But if he can come back a little bit on the clock, I think his position is fine here as white. Knight e2. Knight e2, and maybe put the knight on d4. I think he's doing well. This is very reasonable. Yes. Okay, takes the pawn. I thought that was maybe a bit risky. Queen d2. Yes. That knight... Ooh, it does escape, but man, that knight was in a precarious position there. He does find the way out. He does find the way out. Maybe white can try to establish some sort of dark square blockade here to the best of his ability. He's catching up on the clock. The pizza is catching up. Very impressive. You guys always make fun of me, but now I think it's fair to say that all the Europeans are finally cheering for ketchup on pizza. There's been a lot of hate towards me and my preferences, but with the time getting low, I think it's fair to say that all the Europeans are now finally team ketchup. After all, look how the tables have turned. Knight b3, knight c5, rook d1. I like this. I like this. This looks pretty reasonable. This looks pretty reasonable. White's doing a very good job. 6 blunder average. Hopefully he doesn't hit all 6 of those in the last minute of play here. Because right now I haven't seen too many blunders by Black, so I feel like the lad is going to be clocking like 5-6 blunders in the last 20 moves. Okay, a5. I like it, although it probably can be classified as a blunder, maybe just because of that. You know, as blundering a pawn, but I like the move. I think that knight was strong, and I respect the move a5. The time is getting lower, 20 seconds. Pizza. Pizza, you gotta go fast. Let's get those rooks over. Hit those pawns. This is still very even. Oh, but the time is way too low. Plus, rook a6 just wins the game now. You're losing an entire rook. Oh, and the pizza's out. He's out. I didn't see many blunders. That was a nice game by black. And I think he's back. We're going to try again. He's here. There he is. All right, 6 blunder average. Pretty standard opening here. A6, not the most common. Think he's going to try to reroute the knight. What's up, Bam Deezy? Okay, so he's putting the bishop on possibly the worst square possible. So in this position, the bishop has got a beautiful diagonal here. And all of a sudden, Vanguard, it's like some sort of Rapunzel thread. He sticks him over here where the sun don't shine and tells him to look at the D pawn and the E pawn for the rest of his life. I mean, that guy just can't be happy. This is terrible. The bishop has nothing to do here. What the heck is B5? 6 blunder average just clocked in about 2 or 3 of them right there. What the heck was that? What the heck was anything? What? Dude had the 2 bishops. Can you imagine if you were the light squared bishop in this game? What is your life? You develop here, you can't fucking see shit. There's like a bag over your head, and you're all tied up being taken hostage. And then they open your eyes here, and the first thing you do, you run around with like an erection or something and run into the wall, just take a knight on f3. I mean, and then you're off the board. That's it. That's your life. That's it. I would play f5. I don't know about this. Oh, no, I don't know about this. That light squared bishop had a very unfulfilling game here. That's for sure. I don't know what I just looked at. Take that. The thing is, I really don't know who's better here. I really don't know. This one's so difficult to call. The blunder rate is at an all-time high right now. Okay. Knight trying to go there. Maybe bishop d4. Maybe king up. Knight d3. And there we go, knight d3. Hey, Fubar. Thanks, Pizza Racer, for the 5 months. Go EU, he says. Ooh, some support. Some support. G4. Now, if pawn takes G4, rook takes F8, king takes F8. Oh, white's doing well. Got those light squares. King up. H4 is a great move as well. Okay, king F3. Okay. King H3. I think I like that move. I really do, from black. Okay, takes. Remember, if you take here, these pawns aren't mobile, so that really just helps black. Is it going to be F3? Is it going to be F3? F3 starts to get pretty dangerous for white if he goes for this rook G5 stuff, because that pawn is running. That pawn is running. Whew. Takes, okay, but I have a feeling Vanguard may come out with a win here. Vidit, thanks for the raid. Look at that, 87 people. Vidit comes in with a huge raid. Vidit Chess. Thanks for that shout out there. And I know he's just started to stream a lot more. And let me tell you, over on his channel, you will not see... Like, over there, I'm pretty sure Vidit's rating is higher than both of these guys combined. So you will find some quality chess over there. So I'd like to welcome everyone who was just watching 2900 gameplay, 3000 gameplay. Over here, we're also watching 3000 gameplay, except that's the total ELO, the combined ELO for the match. So it presents a different perspective. So all the viewers, especially if there's any extra Indian viewers who are checking out Vidit's channel, welcome guys. We got some 3000 ELO matches going on over here as well. And I have to queen f4, queen takes c7, guys. I think it's too much. I think it's too much, and that's a win for Vanguard. EU wins as Vida comes in with a raid. All right, here we go. What? Holy smokes, that was quick. That was the quickest the board I've seen in my entire life.
It was instant.
There we go. Hopefully these two are here. Vanguard. Let's go. All right. 7 months there from Maddie as well. Appreciate those 5 gifted subs again. Fubar. Thank yous all around. Yeah, that's true, Warship. That was probably 10 milliseconds reaction time. Very impressive, I have to say. We may have located another high IQ individual. All right, Vanguard rep in EU. 2 queens, 1 cup representing North America. What moves are we going to see here? All these look good. Okay, sure. That's a bit of a ballless type of move, but we'll accept it from Vanguard. We will accept it. Knight f3, keep some pieces on the board. d5. Okay, we can go for this pawn, but yeah, no, it should be good. Go for that pawn, take it, be greedy. Be greedy. Komodo Linux, there needs to be a PSA. I think we'd like to hand you a loudspeaker or something, because North America really needs to remember that the red is bad, and more red on NA side equals more bad on NA side. More bad equals more lose. NA is losing. NA is currently behind in this match, and I think they need a wake up call. They need a pep talk. They need someone to open their eyes and say, listen, boys, those are Europeans over there. This isn't training where you're playing strong opponents from NA. Those are Europeans. Just remember that when you're on the battlefield. Okay, bishop takes e6. That's a weak pawn structure for black. I'd love to see c3 here. What a great move from Vanguard. EU is playing real well right now. This is definitely impressive. This is definitely impressive. c3. I like it. I like it. Okay, now lots of moves, but any of those would be acceptable. This one I'm not a big fan of. Probably the rook can go to one of those squares, which he wants to do anyway. But yeah, I mean, any of these moves are still good. Okay, finally getting the open file. That's what we want. As white, I mean, you can't go wrong putting your rooks on the 2 open files for yourself. That you can't really make a mistake there. Okay, knight a5 to me looks like a strong move. Because, oh, actually, hang on. I still like knight a5. Even though you're losing that pawn, you get knight c4. And this move looks a little bit shaky, but it does look like it's fine. Bishop e3, and then maybe knight e5. Knight a5 to c4. Yep, I can definitely see knight a5 happening next. The time situation. What the hell is that? That's a rook, my dude. Vanguard, I don't know what type of European tactic that was, but rook d1, rook takes, rook e1, queen f7, or queen d7 for that matter, but queen f7 is clearly superior. I don't know what the heck that was, but I would say that Vanguard might look to submit this move as his application for the Montreal chessbrah Pro Chess League roster. Bishop e3, and I think maybe now Vanguard is just going to pretend that nothing happened. He's just going to sit here and pretend he's got a rook sitting on a1. Like if this was played over the board, this is where you grab the rook from beside the board and slowly push it towards the a1 square. And when the guy's not looking, you just chuck in a move like bishop h6, and when he goes to take back, you put your rook back on a1. That's the trick. You'd have to try it because it's dead loss without that. You have to at least put some effort in. Knight d3, I mean, he's just lost here. Just lost. There's no chance. Down a full rook. He's down some time. No, and I don't think black's going to mess this one up. Because the problem is that 2 queens, 1 cup is probably used to performing with a lot of people watching. So, yeah, there's probably going to be no chance here of a comeback. No, this is rough. Yep, and a pretty easy win. A pretty easy win there. Conversion, taking that queen, 2 queens, 1 cup, and let me tell you right there. The 2 queens were looking right at each other, and it was actually black who won a rook and then won the queen. Just game over like that. That's a nice conversion there. Here we go. From the Czech Republic. From the Czech Republic. The comeback begins, guys. NA's getting back into it. NA's getting back into it. It was a wake-up call. That was a wake-up call. Okay, h3, get the bishop pair maybe. Black's very solid as well, though. Queen d7 is possible, trying to play bishop h3. Ooh, knight takes would be bad. Okay, unfortunately, black can win the entire game with bishop takes f3 and knight d2. Oh, and now, yeah, that was a good good little 7 seconds elapsed, and bishop f3 played. Shredded fighter. I love the energy from 2 queens, 1 cup though. Queen b7, queen takes f3, bishop c3. Very reasonable chances. Very reasonable chances. That's a strong move though. Holy smokes, that's strong. Queen there. Boom. Boom. Oh man. Queen coming to h3 means you have to take it. You just have to. Man, that is a strong move. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Shredded fighter is really putting 2 queens, 1 cup in the shed here. Oof. That was a crush. That was the most one-sided game of the entire event. You can pre-move that. I mean, white can try this. You can play rook takes f7, but there's no other moves to delay the mate here. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Shredded fighter. Crushing. Europeans out to a raging start. No, that's a nasty game. Boom. All right, shredded fighter with the white pieces. Let's see what the lad can do. Okay, we got a topical opening here. Oh, Berlin coming out from Alex Don. Holy smokes, guys! When you see Canadians playing the Berlin, you definitely have to take a moment and wonder what the heck's going on. Canadians don't know how to play the Berlin. Let me tell you right now. There's no way they do. Okay, d6, looking for castle. Probably c3 and d4 from shredded fighter would be normal. h3 stopping bishop g4, good as well. Okay, d3. Gold threads, thanks for the 18 months. Okay, queen d7. Now he goes c3 and d4. And isn't he just going like that? Oh, b4, okay. I mean, I think he missed basically a free piece there. I think he missed a free piece there. I like the emotes there, gold threads. Oh, chessbrahs know. Chessbrahs know how to handle the Berlin. It's more the Canadian thing. That's the issue. Bishop e3. You've definitely never seen a Canadian like play the Berlin success. There's no like documented success there. b5 looks dangerous. Okay, and you might think you have this move, but the bishop is actually protected by the white queen, so you couldn't do that. Instead, we got to go for this. Is Alex Don going to be able to launch an attack? I would just chuck this move out there myself. That's what I would do. I would chuck that out there. Throw it up the board. Bishop h3. Okay, respectable. I don't think it's going to work, but respectable. Definitely a lot of energy behind that one. Ooh, maybe you can sneak the queen in there. Intermezzo? It's an idea, at least. It's an idea. I mean, of course you can take back, but I see he's trying to get the queen to take so he can take back here. But I think black is going to do exactly that. I think black is, yeah, he is going to fall. Yeah, he's going to play that. Great. That's what I was about to say. King c8. I mean, king g2 is good. Knight d2. After king c8, I mean, the time is ticking. Knight g5. So if black defends that, maybe if... Oh, queen d7. Queen d7, we might see queen a4. A very, very strong move. Because obviously, queen a8 is going to be pretty much forced checkmate. You can't put it past Alex Dawn to miss queen a8 and not see that. Oh, maybe the pawn. Let's go with that one instead. h6 here. Okay, queen d7 was played as expected, and h6 is a big threat. I love the move king g2 by Shredded Fighter there. Knight back, and I think g5, g4 has to happen. You just got to get something going. Got to get something going. I love the energy from Alex Dawn here. g5, that's a big move. Yep, keep going. You got to try it. Yeah, g4. What do you think, guys? Is this getting tricky, actually, for a Shredded Fighter? Because his knights are a long way away from making real threats, so he's going to have to deal with the attack here. That king is getting opened up on. This could be bad. Get the rooks involved. Rook g8 next. If this rook moves, remember, knight e3 is just a big KO. You have to get a rook there. Also, f5. Love the move f5. f5 looks fantastic here. What's he going to go for? It's either this or you got to move the knight and try to get the rook in. He goes f5. It was a lot stronger last turn, but it's still decent here. Takes, hits the knight. This is good. This is good. Ooh, he might be losing some stuff. Takes. And I'm very concerned about that, but knight f2 and knight takes e4, that looks super strong. He's got to play queen e2 and not queen c2 because of the knight. So that's what I was saying. I think he's going to start losing some stuff. Queen f7, okay, makes a threat. Shredded Fighter's low on time, guys. He is low on time. Oh, man. This looks like it's going to be a win for Alex Dawn, but he's got to speed up here. He's got to speed up. Oh my god, the time is so even here. Queen b5 is going to happen. Shredded Fighter. Oh my goodness, black's trying to mate himself. Oh, white has some speed. Oh, Alex Dawn, you might not be quick enough. Shredded Fighter, I can tell, is a pre-mover. Oh, we finally saw some speed from Alex Dawn, but it's not enough in my opinion. Oh, there we go. Some pre-moves. We need more from that. We need more energy from the kid. Oh, and he got that checkmate in. Oof, Alex Dawn was showing some speed there at the end, but Shredded Fighter with 4 seconds left finally found the mate there. Knight d2, and that king right in the middle of the board is on a spike. All right, here we go. Bell called against Shredded Fighter. Shredded Fighter, by the way, made a big comeback that game because it looked like he was just going to win outright. He was up a piece. But then he got like almost a minute down on the clock, and I thought for sure he's going to lose. But he really sped up. Oh, Frappuccino saying hello to his comrades. Double reverse, Warshep, and Amon. Hello, Frappuccino. Does Frappuccino represent EU or NA? That's an important question. Queen d2. I love the energy from Belcolt here. Great position. Knight f3, knight e5 is coming. Gotta be very careful. This knight is trash. Trash on this square. Can't do anything. Yep. Like this from Belcolt. Also, that's an interesting move as well. Looking to imbalance things. Knight e5. Sure. And this knight can always escape, let's say like this, if it needs to. So, I mean, it's always knight c4. It's not going to get trapped in here by some f6 move. f6 played anyway, but I think knight c4 will be the reply. Lally says Shredded Fighter will finish this weak team. You think Shredded Fighter is enough, Lally, just by himself? Just a lone lad? Knight e3. Queen here, there's bishop e2, and a lot of tempi for Belcolt. Shredded Fighter, I'm not liking the position so far. Queen d6, maybe g3. Just secure that pawn. But okay, even if he loses the pawn, it's probably not the end of the world. But we'll see. We'll see if he maintains it. Yeah, he goes g3. I like the move. I like the move. Long castle, by the way, or bishop g2 could be played. Bishop e2, short castle. A lot of ideas here for Belcolt. Meanwhile, Shredded Fighter, he does castle. That pawn might need some support with f5. And I'd like to see maybe knight d5 happen. But after this move, the knight can relocate to e5 again. So I'm really liking Belcolt's position here. I'm really liking Belcolt's position. The knight can swing to c4 to e5. And in general, I think he's sort of saying hello here to the dark squares. Knight e5, looking good. Yep. And it's going to take a while, but I think you can trade that off. You got to rewrite the knight, though. Bishop on g2 is not looking great, but f3 for white can break things up. c4. Okay, maybe he's trying this. Okay, he does. I like that. I like the idea. If I was playing white, I would probably take. Okay, he wants to take back and go like that. I like that a lot as well. Yeah, very reasonable there. Queen e7, rook there, but it doesn't matter. I think white's going to control this file. Rook d4 next, rook d2, rook there. Ooh. Rook d6, guys, is a painful, painful move. Belcolt has an overwhelming position here. You could not ask for a nicer position. Queen c5 check would be blundering a piece if they tried it at the moment. Rook d6 is... Oh, this is brutal. This is so tough to look at. c5 is a nail in the coffin as well. c5 is a nasty move to face. He's threatening the rook here. And if rook takes, d6, pawn takes, and followed by c5, b4, this is so over. And he's down a minute as well. Oh man, Shredded Fighter. You can't be happy with this. I don't know, c5, b4, h4, king f2, all acceptable moves. Even taking's fine as well. Sure, he goes c5. King f8. Yeah, so he's just putting all his pawns on dark squares, and based on the bishops being on light squares, I totally get that. g5, at least that's something, you know? Just a smidgen of counterplay. Now, queen h4 he wants to do. So I would maybe consider taking that queen at some point just to secure the win. But what he's doing, of course, is very good. Queen h4, he's trying. But I imagine after this, queen g4, he will escape. But the question is, do you want to allow that? I think that's unnecessary. I would probably take care of that for... Oh, he doesn't go queen g4. Oh, he blundered his queen! Oh my goodness! Shredded Fighter had the game in his hands. If he took the lad's queen, it was over. Completely over. There was queen c5, bishop c6 coming. 15 seconds. I think he had the win. I think he had the win in him. But Belcolt hits him with the filthy queen e7. And you see, after bishop f7, it's not like Belcolt then went c6, right? It's not like he took a lot of time. Immediately, he played queen takes h4. So that guy knew. That guy knew that he was playing queen e7 like a dirty, dirty, dirty guy. There we go. Let's see what Vela can do here. Bishop b7, sure. Thanks, Gold Threads, again for that 18 months, buddy. Looked like you were cheering for NA over there. B2Gi, thanks for the prime. Welcome. I actually like these pawns from Belcold. I think it's reasonable. So you can try to castle, maybe d5. Yep, I don't mind d5 here. Interesting. He goes for a different approach. e5. Maybe looking to scare him with e4, although I'm not sure it's so good. c4 looks okay, but e4 actually does force this knight to go to a very strange square, one that it might not want to go to. So actually, I'm slowly getting behind the idea of this move. Takes, knight c4 is what I would go for. Takes, so you always have the d4 square. Plus, after knight c4, you're threatening knight d6, queen d6, knight e5. That looks like the answer. Knight c6, okay. Yeah, solid play, solid play. Knight to c4 here is met by d5 quite nicely, actually. And the knight has to go back. There's no e5 pawn hanging. There's no d6 square anymore. So that's actually a very big move. But he may go like rook here or something. And if he gives up that square, white could get the advantage. So I think this is a super important move. And he does go d5. He does go d5. Wow. That's a big move. I think Vela is going to be hard-pressed after d5 to handle the position. Belcold plays with some gusto. e4 or d4, both moves look all right. Even rook d8. Sure, goes for that. Now knight d4, I think you take it as black. Okay, is he going to go f4? Like, is he just going to throw caution to the wind here? And just say f4, f3, full send? That's what I would do. Queen b4, I can tell you that is the, like, opposite of my plan. I was thinking f4, f3, attacking the king side. My dude is attacking a pawn on b2. I mean, there's bigger fish to fry, man. There are bigger fish to fry. f4. Okay, so he's combining queen b4 with f4. Very, very devious. He's got a minute 51, though. He's doing well on the clock. Okay, bishop c4. It seems like a good one from Vela. Looking to trade, undermine that pawn there. Rook there looks like the best move. No question. No question. e3, going for it. That's a full send move. Takes, knight f3. That looks like what you're supposed to do here. No other squares for the knight, and this move looks like it maybe even loses. Oh, you gotta at least consider the intermezzo. Hitting the rook here. Now, it's possible that rook there is just good. It is possible that that's just good here, but at least consider it. At least consider it. Also, queen d4, I would give some consideration to as well. Because there's e2 check. So it looked like there were a lot of opportunities for black to make a different move there, but he took the knight back, or he took the bishop back to the knight. It's fine. Knight c4 is strong, by the way, from Vela. Hitting the pawn, queen e2, rook e1 next. I think Vela may escape this. The time is evening up as well. So Belcold's position is giving everyone anxiety in the chat. Why? Because he doesn't have h6 yet. He doesn't have h6 yet. He doesn't have an escape square. That's what I'm saying, Mattis. These guys, they don't know. All you need to do is just spend that one move and give yourself an escape square. Like, Vela is drawing dead here, but if there's one, glimmer of hope, it is the back rank. Queen h5. Queen h5 coming in. Okay, finally played h6. Wow. Takes the time to make an escape, but you look at that, the maturity on display from Belkol. Queen c3. Strong move, hitting those two. Knight f7, a little bit flaccid, but I think you probably go king there. Queen takes d5, give up your rook, and go for the tricks. Go for the tricks. With 10 seconds left, you got to try that. This is a reasonable move as well. There's knight takes h6, queen f7 ideas. Oh, you got to go for that. Vela goes for it. Guys, is this going to be a huge comeback? The knight is hanging. King h7 looks like a great move. Queen f5, a nice follow-up. King takes, and oh man, there's no checks here. There's no checks. That's a queen. Or not. Maybe he thinks it's a draw. King to h8 would lose on the spot. Oh. No, where are you going? Go down. Use that square. What the hell is queen f8? Oh man, Vela, you gotta use that h5 square. You gotta use the h5 square, bro. First of all, knight takes f4 not played. Belkol was just shaking here. But as soon as you have the h5 square, that's what you do. That's what you do. First of all, the very funny thing about this position is that you can pick up every single piece that black has with a check. Like, you can literally go on a rampage. Just take everything the guy owns. So if you want, you can just take the guy's clothes off, run away. And the guy is, he's stuck at the pond with a white bum. But you have to remember, based on the time situation that Vela was in, what you're supposed to do is take here, and guys, this is the very important drawing technique. You just give checks. You guys got to remember that. It's very important. So that's what you're supposed to do as white there. You're supposed to take the draw based on the time. If you had more time, then maybe you can focus on trying to take all the guy's pieces, like I just said. But in that time situation, you take that draw, you go to the next game. But Belkol comes away with a victory all the same. Here we go. Some energy from Komodo. Big moves, big energy, big speed coming out right at the beginning there. Hey, S. Collins. How's it going? Okay, Belkol. Does this start as like a London, sort of? Yeah. This is like a variation, actually. This is a variation. So if b4, I think knight d5 is good. And white just wants to play h4, h5, take, and, get the lads in there. Yeah. This might be dangerous there for Komodo. Beach bra, might have been that hoodie, my dude. Might have been the hoodie. Is h5 coming? Guys, h5 is usually strong because if knight takes, you just sack the rook, go queen g5, and it's checkmate in one. That would be GG. And if you go h5 and they take with a pawn, that's very, very bad. Queen g5 anyway. And if they don't take, well, then you're happy to open up the h-file, right? Bishop takes g7, queen h6. I think this is going to be an absolute and total KO. Belkol is just administering pain here. This is rough. This is rough. King where? h8? King g8, I don't know. I can't really tell what the best move is. e5 is a fantastic follow-up as well. Bishop takes g6. Wow. Holy smokes. Jeez, I'm pretty sure that's very strong. The more that I look at that move, the stronger it looks. This looks like a good try from your Komodo, seriously, because taking did not look good. So honestly, I think what he did was reasonable. It's still going to work out for Belcolt here, but your Komodo is still in this game. He's still in the game here. Okay, not the scariest move to face. This is fine. That, I mean, any move here is good. He's only down the exchange. Wow, holy smokes. That looks a lot stronger than just rook takes d4. I mean, rook takes d4 looked pretty obvious. It's just a hanging pawn, but knight d5, I have to say, looks stronger than taking a free pawn. So if takes, pawn takes, yeah, that's not good. Knight takes c7. What do you do here? Takes looks good for black, though, no? Like, not good for black, but I mean, pawn takes hits the queen, and you don't have time for this. There's no queen d5. A2 is hanging. A2 is hanging. Chess Scholar, thanks for the raid. 11 people. Welcome, everybody. Cheers, Chess Scholar. We're just doing EUNA right now. Just doing EUNA. Queen h6. Okay, there's no threats, though. Maybe c5. It does stop queen a2. Yeah, c5 I like. I like that move a lot. Belcolt has got to get the pieces out. Okay, he's taking his time. This is giving your Komodo time to get all these pieces out. Suddenly, black's position is looking decent. Rook a7. So he's lending support to that pawn. Bishop e6 with a little threat there. And if b3, he's going to push the pawns. If a3, probably going to push anyway. Okay, that's a pawn hanging there. Knight e5 also possible. c4 looks like, unfortunately, a terrible move, I have to say. c4 closes the diagonal, loses a pawn, allows a queen trade. I mean, everything about c4 was bad. Nicola, thanks for the 1,000 bits. Now, this move was no better because at least black gets to maybe dream. Oh, maybe bishop there or g5, trying to get on that diagonal. There's some tricks. b3 bishop there. He'll fall for that. Oh, he definitely will. Yes, he definitely will. There it is. And rook comes here. Okay, there's some ideas. You can bring the king and look to take this rook. I don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Ooh, guys, you can save a tempo by bringing your king one square first because it was pinned. And then the black king would have got to d6. That would have been very important. Oh, he's going to win this anyway. He's going to win this anyway. That's a very, very easy win for white. There's an instructive moment there, guys. When you have the, maybe g4, stop queen f3. Yep, that's a reasonable try. g3. Oh, okay. He's going to take it, I assume. Go here? No, he's too, Belcolt's too confident. He's bringing the king over. Guys, you have to remember when this is like a very common thing. Whenever you sack material, let's say, imagine that the rook took something there that was a knight. Let's say it was equal before, and then you pin the rook. So you're like, okay, this is good. Now in this position, first of all, a nasty move would be this. This let's say is the advanced move. So if you can play this, you're a really strong player. Now, if you can't see b4, that's fine. b4 is pretty advanced. It stops the king from moving, and it keeps the rooks tied up here. So this is like completely winning for black. White can't move at all. He's stuck. He's totally in Zugzwang. He can only shuffle his rook for the rest of the game. If he moves his king here, he loses the whole rook, moves his king anywhere, right? He's stuck. Now, if you don't see that, go here, because this is pinned. He still can't move. So let's say that the guy goes here. You know, the king can't move up anymore, so now you want to take it. And at least you could say as black, you got your king to d6. At least you could say that. So Azelf definitely had his chances there to get his king up. I don't know who would have won this endgame. Maybe it's still winning for white. I don't know, but it's his best shot. It's his best shot. b4, king c6, and try to keep the king out. So at least he could have tried this. But yeah, the end game was tricky. Here we go. Belkolt's pushing 1700 now. He's pushing 1700. That's impressive. And he's also pushing 1 bar connection. Oh, 2 bars. He's recovering slowly. Okay, looking solid here. Queen c7, castle. Will I ever do a 15 plus 10 tournament in the future? I think that's called the Pro Chess League. But no, I don't think I will ever do that. I simply don't have the ability to commentate 15 plus 10. That would turn into like an Amaranth sleeping stream or something. Knight f8, knight g6, and then castle? Or is he going to do this like black lion stuff with g5 and knight g6? Okay, he just goes knight g6. Pretty sure g5, knight g6 is some sort of setup that black can go for. But anyway, he goes for this. Knight f5 looks like a good move from Gregovsky. If he takes, it's pretty annoying. So I like white's position here. This g3 looks nice to kill the squares for that knight. Queen d2. So you might be tempted by bishop takes h6 here. It's at least a big consideration. But knight g4, hitting the bishop, guarding the pawn, that looks like a very strong move. Any reason not to mark the winners in green and track the overall score? Because the overall score doesn't... It's not relevant. It's not relevant at all. The winner stays on, and it's elimination tournament. So all we care about is who's getting knocked out. It's last man standing. It is last man standing. Hey, thanks there, Frank. A little shout out. How you doing, Frank? We also got Nitsid Prime in here. The mods are out in full force. What's going on here? I was looking at the chat, and what happened? Did we just lose, like... we just lost all the stuff. What happened there? Belkolt is already up material. Bishop takes b2. Bishop e5. So basically, I mean, he's probably got to do that or something. If f6 happens, I'm liking white. I am liking white there. Takes f6. Oh, f6. Do it. You just got to do it. Yes, fantastic move from Gregovsky. Pawn takes, we got queen f5. Bishop takes, loses the entire game on the spot. So takes and queen f5. But pawn takes, we got this anyway. We got some big moves coming up. There's a lot of moves to do here if you're Gregovsky. Some knight move, like basically you can sack your knight and follow up with queen there, and it's force mate. So he did what I was talking about. It doesn't need to be taken. Black has a move here, so he should probably spend it doing something else, but white's threat is queen there. Well, queen b6, b2 can definitely be played. Rook there. Actually, we even have queen f5. Queen takes a1, bishop b1. At least it's an idea. So the king's going to have to slide over. Queen takes there. Ooh, well, queen there. This is game over. Nice. Gregovsky, that was a fantastic game. He's got to take here. It's not completely over, but it's a fantastic start. Really nice job by Gregovsky. get that rook over. You can take here and try to win a pawn, but it is solid around the king for Belcolt. Very nice game from Gregowski. He's got to finish it off. He's got to take out this Belcolt lad. Let's see, 40 seconds apiece. 40 seconds apiece. Queen e7 here, though. Probably the only move, yeah. Otherwise, I don't see where you go. f7 hanging, a7 hanging. One way to... Ooh, I was about to say one way to maybe lose was here. And rook f8. Is he going to get an escape square? Well, I really need to see Gregowski with an escape square here. I'm getting nervous for the lad. King g8's a great move. Okay, we might see some of this. And king g1, bishop d4 is his blunder. Oh, that's a fantastic move. Wow. Not even h3, because h3 is a dark square. Bishop could control it, but g3 means that king always has an escape square. 21 seconds to 15. It's ticking out. Belcolt, we need a move, dude. We need a move. He's frozen. Finally, something. There's a big time threat here. There's mates all over the place. This is not over yet. Gregowski is facing rook d2. And to be honest, he doesn't have a move here. Now he can't move. These guys are frozen. Rook d2, he plays it quickly. There's going to be mates. Oh, there's going to be mates on the board. There's ideas. There's ideas. He's got to play rook there. He's not going to see it fast enough. Rook takes. Oh my goodness. What a choke. What a choke. And Belcolt is going to take this game. Oh man, Gregowski came out with a huge attack there. And he really stuck it to Belcolt. But he just fell for it all at the very end. Fell for it all. All right, here we go. Crazy game there. Crazy game there. It was such a nice attack. Now remember guys, the last time Belcolt had the white pieces, he launched a pretty successful kingside attack. Let's see if he can do this again. Already hitting that pawn there. He is looking for bishop d6, knight takes. Probably e3, knight there. c6 makes a lot of sense. 1700, that's right. Belcolt has gained like 50 elo this tournament. That's a free knight. That's an 1850. Oh my goodness, the Europeans they've got no answer for Belcolt. No answer at all. Belcolt is single-handedly beating on the European squad. Oh, queen e5 is nasty too. Oh my goodness. Not a single European in sight who can handle this guy. Guys, I think Amadan up there at top is getting a little nervous as he sees Belcolt here. Can definitely take out anyone, it seems. 1850s, I mean, nobody's safe here when Big Bel's in town. f5, I mean, he's looking to trade queens, even at the cost of a pawn. Bishop takes a6 is possible. Oof. This is tough, guys. Belcolt's putting on a show here. Someone says, I'm from EU, but I'm cheering for Belcolt lad. Wow, even the Europeans are turning against one another. Belcolt is gaining support in the European region as well. That's when you know it's rough out there. Knight d3, knight a4. I mean, this is just going to be a dark square clinic. Up a piece. Belcolt is... I don't think he's going to mess this one up. What's up? Abdul Salam. King f7, knight a4. Yeah, he's doing the right stuff here. He would love to trade that. King f2. Bishop c8, probably rook takes rook. And if white could, he would definitely take there twice because he's up a full piece. Any trades are good. Any trades are good. Okay, he's just going to trade everything, right? Maybe c3, guarding that pawn. Rook b1 is also possible. Okay, he's going to try to stay solid. And wow, this Belcolt looks like... I mean, he was given a free piece. That's the thing, guys. The Dutch lad over here, he just tossed pieces at him. And of course, White's going to take that free piece in the opening and convert this game pretty easily, I think. King f2, knight b3. Meanwhile, black's trying to play g5, but I don't think anything's happening there. Nothing's happening there. Knight c5 hurts. Remember, if this rook gets to that square, that is checkmate. So keep that in mind, something like this. Okay, he gets out of it, but I think rook takes c6 is going to happen because he can't trade rooks. Well, if he trades rooks, it's over, guys. White has got this endgame. He's up a full minute, and I don't think there's any chances for black. No chance at all. Knight d7. I think this move was better, but he goes knight there, g4. Yeah, and he's covering f3 here. So h5 probably. h5. Yep, maybe g3. You can try to, I don't know, move some pawns like that. King a4 to b3. Black's moves are easy. Belcolt just has to put the screws in here. I mean, the coffin is ready. This is completely over. That's not a good move. That's not a good move at all. I would definitely play f3 here. Whoa! 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 He's going all the way! Oh my goodness! A huge blunder from Belcolt! That lad is going all the way! Oh my goodness! Oh, what a massive blunder there. King d2. He's going to try f7. This is all up to black. If he messes this up, there is no excuses. There are no excuses at all. That was a huge choke. Oh, he could have played knight e5. Oh, he threw the whole thing away. He threw the whole thing away. What? 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 There's mate, dude. Oh, white resigned. I wouldn't even trust him to checkmate here. That's crazy. He fell for the only trick in the position. There's like 50 moves you could play as white there, and he chose the one you can't. Because as crazy as it sounds or looks, you can actually play this move and let this happen and go knight f3. That's fine. You can probably go g3, as insane as it looks. You can take with the knight. I mean, there's options here, guys. There's options. You could even throw in c4 just to throw in c4. So I'm just saying that there are lots of moves here, but this is the one we can't do. Oh man, we can't play this one. There's no catching the pawn. Your king and knight are placed terribly. It's just like the one tactic. All right, here we go. Salty clown with the black pieces. And we see a very quick opening from both guys here. Very quick opening. Good morning, Eddie. Bishop f6. c5, knight c6 from Salty. Okay, bishop f6 though looks fine. Also maybe knight there, c5, b6, bishop b7. Black's got a solid setup coming up here. It's definitely got a solid setup in the works. Okay, so I still think this move wants to arrive in the position. d4 can be played. This knight's not great on that square, but it's pretty solid. You know, the knight can hit g6 or f5 next. The queen can move up, allow the rook to get over. Salty's got a solid position here. Queen d6, yep. No, but that being said, I mean, white's doing fine here as well. I think this position is a little better for white, but not by much. Not by much. Ooh, oh, goodness, I hate that move. Oh, I don't even know how to look at it properly. Oh, king g7, knight e4. Whoa, what the hell? Buddy! Queen takes f3. I mean, whose mans is this? Queen takes f3. And knight e4, it's like game over. Oh man. Knight takes f3 is a guy who just doesn't have anything in his balls at all. Oh my goodness. Oh, you missed out there. That guys is a real miss by white there. That's a real miss. He had a crushing position. Now Salty Clown, I figure, has got the upper hand. I feel like Salty's got the upper hand here. The tank is empty for LVN here. A minute 26. Salty's up on time. He's got an easy position to play. That was his one chance to really launch the attack at Salty and punish him for that move. Takes, or is he just going to go queen takes d5? He is. He's going queen d5. That's a very strong move, putting him in a nasty pin here. Nasty pin. He's down a piece. He's down a piece. Knight takes f5, rook d1. LVN sounds like the problematic brother of MVL. It's a good comment. Mom, I can't study the Najdorf. LVN keeps bothering me here. Knight h4. I mean, there's knight f3. It is this rook down. I mean, it's just up a clean piece. Salty's up pretty much 2 minutes as well. Stickman, welcome. You got a gifted sub for that comment. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, this should be over. G5 holds everything together. Knight there, and rook g2 will be mate. I think Salty thought that was mate, but it's not. Oh! He played too quick. There was rook check, and king takes rook. The chances. Wait, he lost his knight here too? What's going on here? Salty's really trying not to win. He's really trying not to win. I have a bad feeling about something happening here. Okay. He took with the right thing. I think Salty's got it, but that was a lot of material that he just chucked. Oof. Oh no. Salty. Don't do it to him like that. Don't do it to him like that. The pawn checkmate from Salty Clown. Oh, man. Oh, that's rough. Guys, I've seen so far in this tournament that right when you think it's over, people are capable of blundering right at the end of the games. Even guys who have been playing clean all game. Like Salty here. I mean, the guy played a great game. But right here, rook g2 and knight f3. There's rook check and king takes rook, and all of a sudden white's completely winning. So you got to take your chances, guys. Stay focused even at the end of the game, especially when your opponent's been playing well. I mean, they can still blunder, and Salty with a huge blunder there at the end nearly cost him the game. All right, here we go. Salty Clown. This is going to be a close match. His opponent's pushing 1900, and man, these guys are coming out quickly with the moves. J4YD, welcome. Appreciate that, Soup Bowler. So guys, Manolo Torres, Coulomb, Dr. Shepard, Komodo Dragon, Lopes, Spicy Indian Swag, Chess Lebanese, Descend, Agent JL. Hope you guys are in the chat. Hope you guys are around. Bishop F7. I mean, Salty Clown, he does these tactics in his sleep. Salty Clown's the type of player to play Bishop takes F7 even if it doesn't win the piece back. So when it actually does work, I mean, Salty can play those tactics in like 1 second. What a move. Yeah, what a move. He just came for him there, and Marcin he's going down here, honestly. He's in trouble. He is in big trouble. Remember, that king is moved. So even if black plays that, he can't castle. That's just brutal. It's so tough. This is just a well-known trick. You cannot get away with that move. And he busted that out very, very quickly. He's up a minute. He's up a pawn. Black can't castle. Castle by white here. Rook b1. All good moves. Yeah, oof. Guys, I don't know what to say. Rook b1's going to hurt. Rook e1, d4. Queen g6, lots of moves. Black maybe needs to try like e6, king f7, bishop to f6. Some weird setup like that. Yeah, I'm liking these quick moves from Salty. The guy's dangerous. d4 as well. This is also an idea, although you've already checked the guy. You don't need to check him again because queen f7 can happen. So the guy already can't castle. You've done your job. You've done your job. Oof. Okay. Well, this looks pretty strong. Queen a4. That looks like an interesting move. Knight c6, rook b7. I feel like that's strong. I feel like that's very strong by Salty. Because there was rook b5 otherwise. Yeah, that looks like a killer move. Queen a4. Would you look at that? Oh, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, Salty. Don't do it to him. Oh, he has a family. Oh, no. He has a family. Oh, man. People care about this guy. Absolutely filthy. No, Salty is really administering hospital wristbands for this guy. Oh, that's just a resignation. He's out there. He's down more than a minute. And those tactics were flying out. My God. My God. Manolo Torres is up next against Salty Clown. All right. Manolo Torres against Salty Clown. Salty's at his all-time rating high.
Highest elo.
He's at his all-time high. Oh, and he's hitting the people with d4, e5, and d5 played. Woof. He's repping my opening. He's repping NA. And he's on fire right now. There's only 4 players left for the European squad. Is he going to do it to him? f6. I imagine he wants to play like knight g6, f5 if the bishop goes back. I assume he wants to expand with that move. That knight can swing in, but the knight's going there and bishop's covering e6. That's right, beach brah. Maybe knight there. I might try to go f4. E4 is not terribly convincing. What's he going to go for here? Oh, like I said, rook g8 in there. Just be careful after this. You don't play h6. I can see that happening. Oh, no. That's not the move, Chief. Salty is launching that attack. That's BDE. That is some BDE. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. You can't play moves like f4. Oh, it's rough. It's really disgusting what I'm looking at here. What's Salty going for? Maybe Salty doesn't realize. He doesn't realize. Oh, no, he didn't realize it was pinned. Salty's still launching the attack here, but he didn't see it. Oh, my goodness. That was just a nasty move pawn takes. He didn't see it. Still, I think he's doing well. Knight's coming to g6. Queen's coming out there. e4, f4, both on the cards. Knight g4. Guards the pawn and hits e3. I think Salty is dominating here. He's still dominating. Now, very careful here, Salty. Oh, never mind. It wasn't played. I was thinking knight g5, knight f7 would be hard to meet. But Salty is brute forcing this game. He wants checkmate. I don't think he cares about anything that's happening. Salty's going for mate. e3's hanging. This is going to be checkmate on the way. I don't know how the heck he's going to stop that. Is he going to see that it's pinned now? Is he going to see it? Because if you don't see that, then you got to try some other... He doesn't see it, guys. Oh, my goodness. Yo, Salty, your damn bishop's on... Take it. Your damn bishop's on a7 for a reason. Oh, my goodness. There's a hanging rook there. He's doubling rooks so that he can do what? Take his pawn? Dude, your own pawn is preventing... Oh, my goodness. Queen h5 and down there he wants to do. Takes. Maybe you can even play queen takes h5. Oh, queen h5 and there. Now he finally... Oh, it's close. It's very close. There was almost a heart attack there. But I think he's fine. It should be mate. It should be mate coming up. Or at least some good stuff, taking a bunch of pawns. Almost a heart attack. You can't do this. You gotta move your queen. It's the only move. It's the only move here. Oh! Oh! Salty! No, Salty messed this one up! Oh no! Salty messed it up. You gotta take with the rook there. You still had mate coming in. Oh no, he gave a check. Manolo Torres is staying in this game if pawn takes queen f6. Oh, and he made it himself. Salty. He checkmated himself in 2 moves. It's over. He's only got 1 move. Oh my goodness.
So close.
Salty, there was a rook hanging for like 10 moves. Just ridiculous. Man. There was a rook hanging on f4. So, I mean, first of all, there was a pawn hanging on f4. It's like, Salty didn't realize he had a goddamn bishop on a7. Dude, that's the whole point of the opening. This should have been checkmate. Rook f4, take that. It's over. Take it. Oh, man. This is rough. Manolo Torres should have been checkmated on the board. He should have been flogged for his insolence. But instead, he gets rewarded with a victory. He gets rewarded with a victory, and Salty Clown at his all-time rating high isn't able to keep it up. Here we go. Manolo Torres, he came with that victory. Let's get his perspective here. Let's get his perspective. We got Lopes coming up next. Chess and Lebanese Salah. On the other side, Coulomb and Dr. Shepard. Make sure you guys are around. He could not do it. He couldn't handle it there, guys. Salty. All right, Manolo is hitting us with the Benko. That's fun. That's a fun opening. Castles. All right, maybe Queen A5, Knight D7. Those are the common moves here. White's got a pretty stable setup, but definitely not one of the best ones, I would say. I like Black's Benko here. Then again, at the end of the day, hey, you are down a pawn. That's the whole point of the Benko. So I'm just saying I like Manolo Torres' position right now. Rook B8 coming up. And Black has the idea of sometimes going Knight E8 there. Also Knight G4 to E5. Kind of depends how they want to do it. But yeah, Rook B8 or Rook A8 look fine here. Knight B5. Yep, definitely playable. So Knight to C7 is one of the main ideas here. That's right, Frozen Edge. We got Amadan here repping the EU squad. Yeah, so he's going to try this. White's going to get the knight to c4. Probably the queen drops back and knight c7 coming. This position still seems pretty balanced. This is pretty typical for how a Benko might go. Knight there. You can look to trade those knights off. And then without minor pieces on the board, you can get really easy pressure against the pawns there. Take that, yep. And at some point, Rook B4, maybe Knight B6 is coming in. Rook B4, Bishop D2, though. Still a balanced game, but Manolo, he's comfortable here in this position down a pawn. That's also, I mean, can you really ask for a better position than this from a Benko? It's kind of the best you can do. Queen B5 looks good. Not sure about Bishop D4. I'm not sure I love that move. Yeah, really liking the pressure, though, from Black. Rook B4 is going to hurt. If that move works, it's going to be very bad. So I'm thinking maybe Bishop D2 to stop that. I am really liking that move. But Spicy Indian is down on time. He's down like 30, 40 seconds here. Bishop e3. Okay, that move's also fine. I was thinking this one anyway, or just take it. Trades are good. Knight has to take this guy. Rook b4 is also coming in. And I think Manolo's doing fantastic here. Spicy Indian swag. He's got his work cut out for him. I think he's pretty much got to transition to, like, I don't know, kingside stuff. I don't like White's position at all. This is going really, really well. Very smooth. Rook c1. I would have used the other rook, to be honest. And then rook c3 maybe. Now if rook c3, queen takes. And he's just trading pieces. So Manolo's doing everything you're supposed to. Everything you're supposed to. Queen b4. So there's no threats here, but the rooks are on the wrong side of the board, so it's not like there's any kingside stuff. Maybe h3, just make an escape square. At this point, you gotta do stuff like that. You're down 30 seconds. You gotta play faster. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That move is gonna hurt big time. Is he gonna play it? I mean, it's pretty obvious. There he goes. You gotta hit that knight. And this move I'm not entirely sure about because the rook uncovers an attack. So it's not like I can get my knight in just yet. Black still's a good position, but maybe even rerouting the knight over here is good. Or doubling the rooks is fine too. I'm trying to go like that. And what's going to happen, guys? What's going to happen? The time is even all of a sudden. Manolo. Oh, and he plays a bad move. Take that. Yeah, and all of a sudden... Oh, that's not a tactic, man. That's not a tactic. Spicy Indian swag is winning. He's dead winning on the board. It's pinned. He's got to go knight d7, and Manolo chokes it out. Spicy Indian swag. They have equal time, but Spicy is winning here. He's completely winning. Oh, man. Spicy's going to get a queen. Oh, this move is coming in. Knight f2 won't matter. That's one check for you to be happy about. It won't matter. Yeah, rook a8. Rook a8. c5 can't be played, so he is being resilient. King over. Yes. This is turning around, guys. This is turning around. I would go here. Taking it c6. Rook takes f7. Oh, that turned around for Spicy. I think there was a better way to do that. King over. You got to play faster. Use that knight. Be tricky. You got to try some moves. The thing is defended. Yes. 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 No. Wrong way. Oh, man. He had it. Oh, man. The knights are tricky. Manolo had it. Oh, man. He had knight g4 there. If he was ready for those knight forks, like always looking for them, he almost had it with knight g4 check. Manolo could have come back in that game. After being up early, he blundered it big time. Blundered it big time. And Spicy comes away with a victory. Spicy here, he's a rating underdog. Coulomb 2007. He's what, 12 years old? We got a 12-year-old representing Europe, and honestly, I'm finally expecting some good chess. Now that we've gone down to the under 12 category, you know, this is finally what EU has been waiting to display. Dr. Shepard, hope you're around. You may be up next. Same with Lopes and Chess Lebanese Salah. The games have been great, by the way, guys. Thanks to everyone for being on chess.com in live chess. Every game has started right away. So it's been very, very seamless. Thank you. A4, we got some theory. We got some theory coming up here. Bishop e6, maybe bishop a7 as well. He's 13. I don't know if he's had his birthday yet. Unless you know him. But I thought he was saying that he was 12 in chat. So I don't think he's had his birthday yet. Okay, bishop b3. Yeah, I would probably drop the bishop back. It always feels nice to get out of the way of d4. Okay, he's really taking his time here, Spicy. He had a time advantage, but it's since completely disappeared. Bishop takes b3 is always good for white. I mean, generally trading these bishops. Black wants it to happen here, so he takes back with the pawn, maybe d5, you know, some of this stuff. Queen d7, so I think he'd be trying for d5 here. That would be my expectation. Rook e8 and d5. Meanwhile, we may see Coulomb try to put that knight on g3. So rook there, d5 looks good to me. Rook d8. Also a decent move, but I think it's actually more important to have a rook on e8. So that when this rook gets uncovered, the e-pawn's protected. And here, that's not the case. Knight g3. So I'm not sure d5 is good here. He may play it, but I don't think it's the right move. I feel like rook e8 needs to happen first. Bishop h3 and go for it. It's reasonable, eh? It's reasonable. Yeah, no, I can't hate on bishop h3. Can't hate on bishop h3. It was nice a move ago when the pin was there. So you're threatening queen g3, and at least you could get the boys in. I think white should have probably responded with d4 there, but I agree. It was tricky. I agree it was tricky. Knight e4. And you think that you're giving it... Well, knight e4 is great. I would definitely play this without even thinking. Because it looks like d4 is hanging at the end, and even if it's not, there's no... You can't play knight h7, so you gotta go for it. Knight e4. There we go. That's a big move. That's not the move you want to see if you're white. So I think he does not want to play this. Bishop e3 or king h... No, not king h2. Pawn is hanging. Maybe bishop e3 and take that way. Just trying to keep the center solid. But I personally don't like taking the pawn there. I feel like black gets great compensation. So he goes bishop e3. I think that's a good move. Yeah, black has a great position, by the way. But it's just, given the situation, I think keeping more pieces on the board, trying to keep your center, is the right play as white. Okay, knight there. He wants to go there, but he might have to go back. c5 should happen. c5, you gotta open things up. 41 seconds, though. I would play c5 here in an instant. He goes bishop f5, might be okay, but b3 is happening, and then knight's getting kicked out. Yeah, b3 is going to be played immediately, and I like the way Coulomb's playing this position. Ooh, takes, and knight e5. You got to do this, buddy. You got to do this for the boys. Oh, he goes knight b6. Damn it. Damn it. He goes knight b6. He went passive, guys. There was a big chance for a tactic there. Knight takes e5. Big chance, and it would have paid off. He would have won both center pawns and had a chance. But the way that I see this, oof. I don't think it's going to work out. 23 seconds against 48. And this is a kid. Remember, these 12-year-olds, they are fast as hell. Take e5. Man, that's been hanging. That's been really hanging in this position. He's hitting the bishop. And again, e5 is hanging. Is he going to play king h2 finally? Take the damn pawn, dude. Holy smokes. It's been here for the whole game. Take the damn pawn. He's got 15 seconds. He's just going to flag now. He's just going to flag now. I can't believe it's another example of a bra not seeing there's bishop on a7. That's the second time, chat. I mean, fuck's sakes, remember where your pieces are, lads. Remember where your pieces are. It's very important. Okay, he finally hits a tactic, but he's got 7 seconds. I'm not too sure that it's gonna work. B2 is winning. Probably not gonna work. Oh, he takes back instead of taking the knight, and now he's just losing. Oh man, he's got no time anyway, but no, not gonna work. Not gonna work. The 12-year-old is too fast. Ooh, Coulomb 2007 comes away with a victory. But my goodness, guys, spicy Indian swag for move after move. This was the big moment. This was a nice tactic. Knight takes e5 here with bishop d4 coming. But you have to be looking to exploit this pin the entire game. And later on, what we saw was e5 was hanging again and again and again and again. And if you don't see that, then you deserve to lose the game, honestly, because that's the tactic that gets you right back in. That's why white can't really have this center like that. but he was able to, he was permitted to, and obviously the pawns just rolled down the board at the end. And you know, you got to be able to prevent that, and you can do it, but it's tactical. You gotta look for that. All right, so Coulomb comes away with a victory. EU climbing back into this one. We got Lopes up next against Coulomb 2007. And Coulomb's going to get the black pieces. Lopes and Coulomb. All right, here we go. Let's have a look-see. That's right, Stony Benoni. Couldn't agree more. C6. Okay, Lopes got a pretty solid London-looking thing going on. Sort of like a London against the Grunfeld. I don't like that move at all. I don't know what this is all about. Okay, now you take. Now you take. It's important, guys. Whenever a knight goes to d7 in these positions, you always take. If you take before, the knight makes it to c6, and you got a bad position. But always, when you see knight d7, take this pawn, and the knight is horribly, horribly placed on d7. Yeah, this is not going the way you want it to if you're black here, but this pawn could be a target. I mean, you can try some sort of knight d5 stuff, but I think white has a great position here. Okay, rook e8. I don't see any threats, though. Castling's going to happen. Bishop h2 for safekeeping. Getting out of the way of a knight d5 idea. Yeah, this is rough, though. Coulomb is trying to attack it. Queen b2, rook b1 both look good here. And queen b3 as well, of course. Just something to defend. Yeah. And he might try. Yeah, he's going for this stuff. I still think I love white's position. I really do. I think white has a big advantage here. So remember, if you take that, black takes back, this bishop takes b5, which is a great, great position. And if you take it and the knight takes back, c6 is hanging. So he might be able to try that. I'm not sure. Takes, knight c6, takes. b4 is hanging, but I like the bishops there. I don't know. He goes here, defending b4, and maybe going into c5. Okay, rook back to maybe rook c2, but rook c1 looks fine as well. But rook c2, if he wants to double the rooks, makes a lot of sense. b4 is being attacked here. Knight c5 may be the move, but b4 pawn is falling. b4 pawn is falling. Nice move from Lopes. Nice move. I would say knight takes b4. You still play here because there's tactics. Knight b4. Oh, he goes rook b4. I think knight b4 is just a fantastic move. And he's lost here, right? I'm trying to look for tactics, but he is lost. Yeah, he's got to go bishop c3. First of all, rook c3 crushes. Queen b3 though probably won a full piece, but can't hate on that. I'm pretty sure white would just be winning after queen b3, but hey, take these dark squares. I mean, queen e3, queen f6 coming. This is totally lost. Coulomb's gonna go down here, I think, to Lopes. Queen f4, I don't know. Bishop b3. Lots of crushing moves here. Yeah, bishop b3, I love that move. I love bishop b3, threatening to take, but that's why he played c5. I think queen to a dark square and coming in there is good enough. Also, getting the rook to an open file looks pretty good too. I don't know, queen f4 here. Queen g3, sure. Looks good. Now he takes this pawn, but I don't think it matters. King h2 and f4. Yeah, actually, Lopes is doing very well here. f4 is very nice. Queen's guarding the bishop as well. f4, great move, and he wants to play that. Rook d3. Is it actually mate? Not quite. Queen comes back to f8. Bishop e6 is hanging with check, though. It's probably good enough. He has to see it, though. He has to see it. Ooh, he doesn't see it, guys. Bishop e6 with check. I mean, it's just game over, I think. This one, I'm not convinced that there's a mate here. I think black's very much in the game. You got to take this and try. You got to take it. I mean, at this point, you're lost. You're down a piece. You got to take it. You got to take it. Yeah, you got to try it. You got to try it. Bishop e6. I know the chess kid. It's right there. Queen f8. Fantastic move. There is takes on h7, but the king goes to e8. And let me just say, it's not over. It's not over. This move, queen f7, queen there, queen f8. It's not over either. He's got the queen repetition defense. It's not over. Queen f8. If he wants to keep playing this game, he's got to do something else. Suddenly black is, honestly, he's right back in this game. He's right back in this game. 20 seconds as well. If he doesn't take the draw here, he could lose. Oh, he takes the draw. Up a piece to taking a draw by repetition. Honestly, maybe the right decision given the time situation, so you got to appreciate that. But huge choke. Huge choke. He was up a piece, completely winning. I don't even know how to describe it. The dark squares, guys, were so weak. How did he mess that up? That's actually crazy. That is a huge, huge choke. And now, Coulomb, after that draw, if he comes back and gets a win, hey, that's game over. That's game over, and he wins for EU. Chess Lebanese Salah, Dr. Shepard, Descend, Agent JL, Amadan, hope you guys are in the chat, ready and waiting for your games. They're coming up soon. They are coming up soon. Bishop c6. Yeah, looking solid. Lopes has got that Magnus Carlsen swag going on. Rook there. I mean, you can castle. There's no bishop b6 anymore. Okay. Take knight d4. I think he wants to take and go rook e1 check. Forcing black to move the king is pretty annoying here, actually. Ooh, take that. And rook e1, that has to be good. The king moving is not good for black at all. Yeah, and then d4, maybe c4. I mean, you got to watch this rook. Maybe he goes like that. Queen b4 looks good. Okay, you do have to watch out for this rook. Rook a6, fantastic move. Yeah, rook a6 and c4, guys. Oh, no. Oh, what a blunder. Coulomb, what a choke. Man. Guys, all you have to do is go rook a6, light squares, and play c4. It's so simple. It's so simple. And black is just completely out of moves. But bishop c3 play it, and with an a pawn and the extra material, I feel like Lopes is gonna take this one. I feel like he's gonna take it. Knight a3. And you got to bring the king and just hope it works. But to be honest, rook b8 and takes is looking good. Oh, he's pushing pawns. Okay, king e5, d6. And then are we going to see king d4, king d5? He has knight c4 ideas. King d4. Knight there, or rook a5. Rook a5 maybe. That's got to be the move. You got to be very careful here, but rook a5 to me looks like a move. Rook c5, there's a few moves here, but rook a5 I like. Oh, he goes for this. He wants knight b5 and d6. So, hang on a sec. King takes, knight there. King there, knight takes, a3. Knight d6, king takes, knight b5, check, and knight takes a3. That's a good line. That's a good line. That's a very, very good line. If he finds that, that's big. That's big. He takes a3, knight d6, guys, knight d6. and knight b5 or knight a7. He found it. He found it. That was a sick, sick line, and Coulomb with a massive comeback, and he is dead winning. Dead winning here. I think at this point, he definitely earns that win. Holy smokes, what a line. Holy smokes, what a line. Guys, Lopes walked right into it as well. He didn't see it. There were a lot of lines that should have been played there instead. He played the a3, and he walked right into it, guys. He walked right into it. I think he had some options there, but the line that I showed, he went straight down that tunnel, and there was no way out. There was no way out after that. We can go back and look at that after. Was it just losing? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. But Lopes played the losing line, and unfortunately, I think he's going to pay for it here. But, I mean, the thing is, guys, Lopes was up a piece last game. He was up a full piece for nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he couldn't win it. So, now he's got a tough job ahead of him. 95 looks the simplest. Here, 97. 97 f4 and knight d5. Or king h3. Oh, okay. I respect that move a lot. That works. Yeah, h5. I like that from Coulomb. Nice little simplification to a completely winning endgame. And I think he's got the time to handle this, to figure this one out. Nice job. Yeah. He's got it. He's got it. Coulomb comes away with the victory for EU. Guys, going back to that moment, I was thinking here, this was the line I was talking about, but let's say king takes, knight there, knight there. King takes here is definitely the one to consider instead of a3. He walked in a3 because, I mean, that looks like the cool move, but after this, knight a7, king b6, knight c8, I don't know, king c5 or something. It's definitely still tricky. White may be able to weasel out of this, but I think black has the advantage here. So I was saying Lopes walked into that line I was talking about, but I don't think it was necessarily the only line. I don't think it was the only line. It's d4, but I'm pretty sure you can get away with even taking it. Maybe there's some other like move you're supposed to play, but oof. Oof. All right, here we go. Here we go. So there are 3 people left on each squad here. 3 people left on each squad. We got Descend, Agent JL, rounding out the European roster, Dr. Shepard, and Amadan, Komodo Dragon. 2 more people in each roster after this, and the match in play is very important. Remember, guys, it's not so much like you don't just look at the ratings and say, oh, it doesn't matter who wins this, someone else is going to win up top. Remember that whoever wins this game, there's an advantage. It's a 3-on-2. So either you can tire out your opponent by making them have to win more games, or you simply get another crack at them. You know, you toss a 2100, they can beat a 2200. So I think it's a really important game. It puts a lot more pressure on the other team. Puts a lot more pressure on them. Knight e7. Okay, this is looking pretty normal so far. I wonder if this queen e1 idea should be played, either f5 or queen e1. Tommy knows what he's doing here. Tommy's a natural attacker. f5 from Tommy. Queen e1, f5. Yeah, okay, he goes for queen e1 first. I think he's probably waiting for castle, and then he wants f5, if I had to guess. Definitely take that. Definitely take that. Okay, king. Oh, he took with the bishop. I was thinking maybe king there. Keep the pieces on the board. Go for f5. But he decides to go bishop e3. Knight c6. I like what black is doing here. Just going for some trades. And he's not committing to castling because then white can start launching big time attack. So I think I do like what black has done with the position here. The squares are taken, restricted. Can't access those. So these pieces are not really part of the game right now. Queen e7 looks reasonable. Maybe even queen f6. He decides castle now. It's fine. Takes and knight d4 is always in the position. Here, I think a pretty good move would be queen g5 right here. Or sorry, not queen g5. It's not pinned to the king. Hang on a sec. That's my own tactic backfiring. If we can't get queen g5 in, this might be dangerous. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh, no. Hang on. I'm going f6 here. There's mate coming. Coulomb, you gotta go for this, dude. No one cares about that. Queen h6. I do not like the idea of allowing f6 as black. That is asking to be checkmated, dude. Oh, no. This is bad. I have a feeling black's getting mated here. Simply queen h6 and rook f4 is essentially leading to forced mate. The only way out that I see is this, and playing g5 next. It might be just in time. He may be fine, actually. He may be just fine. Because remember, if black does this and g5 and rook g6, he's actually just winning, in my opinion. He's winning. Because these pieces are not part of the attack. So, hey, this might actually work out. Rook f4. He's trying. Queen f8 also works. I really prefer this one, though, myself. But queen f8, no, I get queen f8. The only thing is it allows queen g5 and rook h4 after h6. So at least white still keeps the attack going. b5, okay. Yeah, he's all in, guys, for this attack, though. He is all in. Remember, takes, rook takes, draws the queen away. That's very important. Then you can try rook h4 and go for that cheeky mate. I would at least try it. I would try that. Yep, he's going for it. I think you have to play this. Queen a1, king f2, there's nothing. You have to play this, and once again, we're covering that tricky mate with our queen coming h6 after. But queen there's rook h6 and queen h4 and mate. Yes, rook h6. Oh, a huge move. Queen h4. Queen h4, guys. There's still bishop hanging there, but... Oh, you got to take the bishop. But the knight's coming into d5 and to e7. Knight d5, knight e7. This is going to be a win for Coulomb. 22 seconds for black as well. That attack worked out. That attack simply worked out. He may try knight f5, last-ditch effort, hit the queen, but that's about it. Yeah. He does. And it's taken. There we go. That's over. Coulomb comes away with another victory. And the guy is peaking right now. After some tough matches against Lopes, that was a very, very fun game. Nice to have him on the attack there. I think he prefers to attack. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But that was a pretty fun game. Kids like to attack. They're very good at that. Let's go. Agent JL, hopefully you're standing by, buddy. You may be needed. But Agent JL said a few times he's just going to go to bed. He thinks that he's not going to be needed to beat the European squad. Meanwhile, Dr. Shepard and Amadan, these guys also feel that their expertise are not going to be required. Maybe just leave it in the hands of Coulomb. Frappuccino 001 says, at Tommy Fukin Shelby, are you stupid? Just checking, just checking in. Just a fair, honest question. Queen b3. I think take. I mean, I'm not a big fan of e6 and g6 here, but it can sort of work out. Descend? That's not Mog. No, that's not Mog. This is Ananda from Montreal, one of Lafong's students. A4, okay. Queen c2, I think. White has a great position here. I really like White's game. A little bit up on time. Yep, takes. Now, if you take there, that's the way to lose immediately. Lose your bishop. So he takes with the knight, but there's no question that White's better here. That's a weak pawn there. I'm not a big fan of Black's position. Knight has nowhere to go. What's the next event? Well, there is no event after this if you're talking about another UNA or something. We don't host two at once. I mean, they take about 3 hours to do, so not going to do another one right after, but we do host them usually on Saturdays, and we always announce them on social media and in our Discord channel, on stream especially. So they're a fairly regular staple, at least once a month, but we do sub battles as well. So we usually host, 3-4 events a month, something like that. Lafong, Robert. I was saying Lafong's chess classes and camps in Montreal. Ananda here, Mr. Descend, takes part in those. We got Eric though, who's going to be coming on after the match here and keep the energy going. So this is just the precursor for today, guys. We're gonna keep the Saturday stream going strong. Keep the Saturday stream going strong. E5, okay, takes, and knight takes there. I think White still is preferred. White has a great position here. Yep, knight takes c4 anyway, works, looks fine. I would have preferred to take on b7 because think of it this way, like if your king's on g2, you're subject to some checks, so you'd want it back on g1, and Black's knight, you'd want on b7 rather than c5. So it's much better for you to take than to let Black take on g2, in my opinion. That's one way to think of it. Knight b3. So finally he finds a square. Maybe knight c5, anchoring in there, and actually this could turn around. Rook c8, knight d5 is not very convincing. I don't know. I don't know if that knight's any good on d5 at all, because queen c5 and b5, and suddenly you might be losing a piece. And again, with that king there, you don't want that king there at all. Knight there, queen there. You're running into queen c6 check. No, this isn't good. This isn't good. Knight b5. I don't know, rook c5 and b5 here. That's one option. I really don't like White's position here. E4. Okay. Probably it's not the best move. I'm sure you could get away with taking somehow, but oh, who's falling for whose tactics? I'm not sure if he thought he had queen b2 here, but queen f6 is in the position. Queen f6 is in the position. Hey, Benjamin. How you doing, buddy? Now, White's looking to take this pawn. It's still interesting because the knight moves and you take this pawn as well. Oh, actually, no, it's not. There's knight d2. There's knight d2, rook c1, and no, it's still a game. Knight d2, rook c1, and if you take, that knight could get trapped in there. I can see that happening. Yep, I could definitely see that happening. That knight's not that great. Can't move anywhere. Not that you can win it just yet, but still, the knight is trapped for the moment. He finally gets it out. There we go. 20 seconds, guys, for White, and Black is up 20 seconds. He's up a piece. He has to be the huge favorite here. Has to be a huge favorite. Is this going to be a big upset? Oh, what a huge blunder. Knight c5 pre-move. So unnecessary. 91. Oh, my goodness. 91, 91, 91. 91, 91, 91, 91, 91. 91, 91, 91.
Oh.
Dude, was there for like 20 moves. Knight e1. Knight a3. He's covering the square. Really good pre-moves by White here. Very impressive. Dude, knight e1. Knight e1. Knight e1. Knight e1. Knight to E1! Holy smokes! Knight E1, for God's sake. He's gonna get some pre-moves in. Coulomb's gotta be way faster. How about Knight E3, Knight E1, any of the knight moves? Oh my goodness. Knight E1, guys. It was like just screaming. It was absolutely screaming. Knight E1 for like 20 moves. Legit 20 moves. Oh my goodness. Knight E1. Coulomb is taking the boys for a heart attack roller coaster ride. But nevertheless, that is a big upset. That is a big rating upset. Descend goes down. Coulomb takes him out. Here we go. We're going to look from Agent JL's perspective because he has to win right now. We got some OJ. I got my snacks, my drinks for the finals here. Let's see. Let's see. Agent JL going for the timing off. Wow. He's playing for his life here. Got to win every single game. The pressure's on the kid. But this is a big matchup. Agent JL, I mean, he used to be the new kid on the block. Now Coulomb's trying to make a name for himself here on the chessbrah stream. Bishop D4. Don't know if Agent's going to try Bishop C5 or if he's just going to go Bishop E7 and chill. Okay, he's hitting that pawn. To be honest, could have just taken it. Could have just taken it now that I think about it. I didn't even realize. Bishop D4 hung the pawn. I would have taken that because if you ever want to win a pawn back, you got to lose your dark square bishop, and that looks bad. So G3, why not G3? Why not G3? Okay, castles. Now, I think these positions generally go wrong for white normally. This is too loose, and I really like this plan of H5, H4. Yeah, H4 for sure. So I like the way that Agent JL is playing, honestly. I think this is the right way to attack. Doesn't mean that he's got a winning position or anything like that, but I can respect the H-file pressure here. But Coulomb's fine. I mean, he's not lost. He's developing the pieces. He's going to bring the rook to D1 or E1. I think both sides are playing well so far. There's some little tricks with like trying to take on D5 here. That's pretty common. I would still take this pawn first. King F8 can be played. Normally, you don't want to castle after you've just chucked the H pawn up the board because, hey, you want to leave your rook there. It makes sense. Okay, he goes for this. And he long castles. There we go. So one thing that was going to happen if King F8 was King G2, Rook H1, which I wasn't a big fan of, taking the H file. This way, he assures himself Rook H3, Rook H8, and Agent JL is going full send on the attack. Full send here. Rook there. We still got Rook H1. And I think he's trying G5, but I don't think it works. I mean, this bishop takes F6 all the time. Remember, Coulomb can also try this. And what are these lads doing? Rook G8 trying to play this. Rook B1 trying to play that. What are these little kids doing? They're really telegraphing their plans. Okay, there it is. Didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming. Is he going to full send with G5 here? No, he's going here and then he wants that. Is he going to let this happen? B6 is coming with knight B5. Well, you gotta go B6, right? Both of these guys are just trying to shove their B and G pawns off the board. No one's paying attention to what's going on. They're just like, yep, I'm doing this. What are you doing? Don't care. Ooh, some big moves coming in. If Bishop B8, there's knight A7. Agent JL is doing some weird stuff within this position. I don't like allowing this pawn to go from B2 to B6 in a matter of moves. That seems wrong. Okay, so knight there, king B8 does hide pretty nicely. Takes, queen E5. Looks quite scary. He might try that anyway, but there is king A8. Somehow he's surviving there. takes, check, king a8. And he is okay. He is okay. $47 seconds. Keep the other... Coulomb might just take out the roster here. The kid is looking dangerous. Yes, no, I totally agree there, Lopes. Coulomb, rook b1 big brain. I mean, all of a sudden, the guy's looking like a tactical genius. Okay, queen there. Now, the thing is, knight c6 is the intention, because queen a5, I'm not seeing the checkmates. It takes a while to set it up, right? Takes, knight b5, queen a7. But on the other hand, does black have anything after this check? Maybe not. Maybe not. Agent's got 32 seconds. Takes, and the threat is knight b5. I don't think agent has any threats here. That's the issue. You can go rook here, but after knight b5, queen a7 is coming. The queen is hanging. I like knight a6 from agent. Fantastic move. Fantastic move. I can't say enough good things about that. He's pinning that knight. He's intending rook h8, and that's checkmate. Queen c3 is another good move. Take it and get the knight in. Rook c8. Guys, agent's playing well. He's fighting. He's fighting for NA right now. d4 was on the cards. Oh, d4 was winning there. Oh, he's got to drop back. Is he going to take it? 33. Take c2. Oh, take c2 was a big move. Oh, my goodness. Agent JL. Is he going to be able to recycle the rooks? Coulomb has got this. He's up on time. That pawn is hanging. Oh, take that rook. Oh, Agent JL, take the rook. Oh, my goodness. Agent JL could... E4! E4! Oh, a huge blunder by Coulomb. And 7 seconds. Agent JL is going to take this one home. Oh, my goodness. A huge choke. A huge choke. Does he have enough time? 4 seconds. Agent JL, he's got 3.7 seconds. Can he win this game? Pre-moves. Agent JL, 3 seconds. Can he do it for NA? Push, and mate. He's bringing the king. Checkmate on the board. Agent JL with a huge victory. And Coulomb choked that one out big time. Oh my goodness. It all went downhill. Agent JL comes back and keeps North America in this competition. Puts NA on his back. All right, we're getting into the next game. Agent JL with the white pieces against Dr. Shepard. Let's go. We're looking at it from Agent JL's perspective. He's playing for his life here. And Amadon is standing by. Will he need to participate? Or will Agent JL go down here? And this is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a fun game. This is going to be an attack on the king side versus Agent JL playing on the queen side with knight d3, b4, c5. Ubitsia, thanks for the gifted sub. Benjamin, welcome back. 18 gifted subs there for Ubitsia. Cheers. Welcome, Benjamin. We got Big Bra Benjamin in the chat. Okay, bishop e3, knight d3. Bishop e3, knight d3. I think that's where the pieces want to go. Okay, h4. I do not like that move at all, to be honest. I don't know what Agent's doing, but he's looking a little loose. Is that fair to say, chat? He's looking a little loose here. Bishop takes or king takes. The knight can't move. That's the only thing preventing the queen from coming out. But hey, maybe this knight goes to g2 and everything's kind of held together here. He's looking a little loose, but he's holding things together. And black doesn't have aggressive ways to penetrate. 500 bits from OK Tested. Thank you. Oh, did you change your name, man? So people stopped calling you Ox Tested or something? Okay, king g2. Agent's got a great position here. Queen e2 and rook f1. No, after g5, Amadon, I'm pretty sure h5 would happen. And really prevent that. But I agree, black should have maybe tried something like that, because the way that he's playing right now, he's just slightly worse. And he's down on time. And he's down on time. Dr. Shepard. Okay, Agent GL has a huge time advantage. Almost a full minute. 45 seconds up right now. And I'm liking Agent GL's chances here. You can play an endgame for a while here. Normally you want to play g5 as white. Takes, and the pieces can't activate at all. So yeah, usually g5, but yeah, b5, c5 as well, of course. So hang on, takes. Oh, c6 here. Oh, c6 is nasty. But you're supposed to go takes, knight takes d5, I think. Bishop takes there, knight takes c3. Maybe that was an idea. I think Agent JL is simply winning. g5, and you can resign. g5 is such a nasty move here. I cannot even describe in words. After g5, the pieces cannot move to a like. Oh god, this is the worst position you could have in chess. Everything is stuck. Everything is stuck. Okay, Agent JL playing knight b5, allowing bishop a6. He does have knight d6 here. Maybe it's a clean win. Maybe it's a clean win. But to me, it looks a little unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, okay. Don't have to be too picky. It should just be winning no matter what. Yeah, bishop c7 is a nice move. But you see my point, guys. After g5, it's just absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Agent JL just... I mean, that was a clean game. Start to finish, that was total domination. That was a very, very nice game. Just have a look at this position, guys. It's the saddest thing you've ever seen. Bishop, how many squares can it go to? Literally 0. Knight, 1. And then after it goes there, 0. Except back. Bishop can basically just like fondle itself on these squares, but that's about it. You can't move any pieces. It's so bad. And it is now on to the finale. Agent JL against Komodo Dragon, and this is it, guys. This is it. Here it is. Here it is. We're underway. Agent JL, one of the highest ratings I've ever seen Amadan have, 2607. And would you look at this? 2,500 against 2,600. This is big. This is big. It's all come down to this. EU and NA. Both of these guys talked a lot of smack pre-match. Now they're playing each other. Queen c2 here. Yeah, queen c2, rook d1 makes the most sense. Queen a4, very aggressive type of move. Is he really thinking about taking that pawn? I think he just might, you know? I think he just might. It's a titled matchup, yeah? NM and FM, beach bra. Let's see what that hoodie can do, dude. Rook d1, looking good. Obviously, you do not want to win a pawn that way. That doesn't even count. This bishop's going to be way too strong. Hitting that pawn, and after c5, you should play d5. You don't care about this. d5 is a good move, and now e4. I wonder if that's going to be played. Either way, the position to me is quite balanced. Still lots of tactics going both ways. But e4 is an idea here for sure. Also, I mean, you want to develop this bishop, but the rook is hitting that pawn, so it is kind of an annoying position with that rook and bishop, keeping the bishop locked in on c1. What do you guys think here? Who's got the better position? Who would you rather be right now? White's got the pressure on d5, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of this c-pawn. Might be loose in some lines. Maybe Agent JL just needs to sack this pawn. Play queen c8. I love that move. Sack the pawn here, and even if he takes it, look, he can't develop the bishop. He's way behind in development. So I don't know if he's going to try some bishop g5 here, looking for f6, but taking this pawn is definitely risky for white here. Okay, he goes for it, guys. He goes for it. b2's hanging. b2's hanging. There's also queen e6 after taking. Lots of good moves here for Agent JL, in my opinion. I think black's doing fine. But it does depend. If you take this pawn, maybe queen a7 at the end. But I'm sure there's an accurate continuation here where Agent JL gets a good position. Okay, he goes for that. Now, queen a7. Is he going to go for it? There might be some tricks on this f2 pawn. Like if you go queen a7, I'm worried about queen e6, queen e2. So he goes for a centralizing move, try to keep the control. I think that's a much better move than queen a7. I like this. I like this. He's up on time, 30 seconds. He's up 30 seconds. Remember, it's a 3-0 game. Agent JL has to play quicker. Rook e2 is fine, but let's get that speed back up. Rook e8. That queen wants to make an appearance, maybe on h3. Queen e6, queen a6 has to get into the game somehow. I do like rook d7, cutting that queen off. Maybe looking for c6, supporting hitting a7. I love the way that Amadon's playing right now. c6 looks fantastic. Nice move, nice move. Now there's an idea to do this, but I don't really... I mean, just getting the queen out, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Queen f6, you got to go back. It's okay. It's not great, but it is okay. At a2 is also hanging. Agent JL, most importantly, is playing quickly. He's still in the game here, very much so. And there's rook e1 and queen f1 ideas. This stops rook e1. This stops rook e1. If queen f6, maybe this was actually just good for black. Queen b6 threatening f2. Now, rook f1 is about to be played. Queen f3, maybe rook e7. This is getting very, very heated. Rook e7, maybe queen f6, takes. And queen f6, take the rook? Okay, he just goes down. I think queen f6 may have been a very good move there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If he does this, I think he wants to go here. We might see like check and check. There's rook d8. Rook d8 is the end of the game if you don't do that, right? Yep, and rook d7. Rook d7, he's double checking down here. I don't think anything happens. Rook d8, he goes for it. Interesting, interesting. I'm not sure that's the best move there. Check, and maybe queen e1 is possible. But rook d8's interesting. Queen f8, okay. Now rook d7, he's putting the grips on him. Oh, it's a nice game. 27 seconds, Agent JL is in trouble here. He's trying to put the grips on him. Rook e6 is a great move. 22 seconds left. NA is looking shaky as Agent JL has just no time. He's got no time. Rook takes c7 finally. Is he going to cash in? No, he's keeping the pressure on. He is keeping the pressure on. Queen takes. Queen e8. He's looking for ideas. Queen f4 back. Queen d4, probably going to throw a check in. Rook there. At some point, the time is going to be a factor. 10 seconds for Agent JL, and he cannot take that pawn. He can't take that pawn. He's got 5 seconds. He's going down. Queen there. He wants rook d8. Rook d8's even better. Not even allowing the check there. Queen d4. Solid stuff. He wants that mate, and he's going to get it. And he's going to get it. And Amadon puts Agent JL out. Takes it home for Europe. The EU chants in chat. The roaring applause of the Europeans. As Amadon calls it, taking out the trash. With some heavy lifting done by Coulomb 2007 at the end of that. Heavy lifting. And that is the end of EUNA, guys. The Europeans are victorious. Until our next one, the EU squad can be very happy, dangling that in the face of the North Americans.